Yo, my people, on that day now, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, like the video, like the video, my people, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash that like button, my people. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about the final preview of the Chelsea versus Fulham for tomorrow, the preview. A London derby match, which is a must win for us, regardless of the situation, is a must win for us. We're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur. We're gonna be talking about the controversy of the VAR decision, and this is the big question I'm gonna ask the panel: should semi-automated referee be introduced? Because this year it was proposed to Howard Webb, which he denied it, and according to the report, he said, and I quote Howard Webb, that the semi-automated referee and the ref for the offside rule is not ready yet. Maybe potentially next year he will officially come in. And I'm like, okay, if that's not ready yet, you can actually just try it out this year, then possibly next year you make it full official. But I would go about that decision to make. He has a big decision. We're gonna talk about the controversy. We're also gonna talk about the UCL prediction. Some big UCL matches to the Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan versus Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid versus Napoli. Some big Galatasaray versus United. We're gonna talk also United who they lost the game to Crystal Palace. What is going on with Ten Hag? 4 losses in 7 matches. Eric Ten Hag and United. We're gonna talk about them too. Like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, like the video, guys. Let's go, my people. Yo, my people, how on a day now? I hope you guys are doing beautiful fine today. The Sunday, beautiful weekend, football, controversy. A lot need to be discussed, but officially, I hope you guys are doing fine. My people, how on a day now? I hope everybody's fine. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope everything is fine with you guys. Like the video, smash the like button, guys. Like the video, smash the like button. God African likes up, guys. Like the video, guys. I hope everybody's fine. I hope everybody's doing very well. It's a beautiful Sunday, guys. For my people, I hope na day, my African people, how na day na, my Yoruba people, Boni, my Igbo people, Kedu, or Dima. So how na day, hope everybody's fine. Hope everybody's fine. Now go day, my Hausa people. Hope everybody's doing fine. This is a beautiful Sunday for us. So first, let's talk about Man United first. The last time we had the conversation about United, I said it. This team has lost its identity. And what did I mean by that is 4 losses in 7 matches already. And it's not looking good, especially for Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United. And I said it. Is it lack of confidence? Is the team disjointed? Is it because of injuries? So many stuff is unraveling in United where a lot of discussion needs to be talked out. Is it the goalkeeper? Is it the striker? Is it the midfielder? Is it the combination of the play? Is it the midfielder combination? Is it the winger, the attacker combination? Or is it the defensive combination? Or is it injury? Because we can always say injury, this injury. Every club has injury. A lot of club has injury. It's all about how do you recover from the injury. How do you recover from the injury and to play very, very well. So I think for me, like I said, this team has
Mm-hmm.
lost this team has lost its identity.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? But I think they need to pick up their identity. And I also believe United are a very long way to go in terms of even finishing top four, top five. Not even competing is a very big word. Will they sack Ten Hag? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think sacking him is a problem because I don't think it's the real problem. I think we need to look at the hierarchy upstairs. We might be complaining Glazers has to spend money. Glazers has spent a lot of money. They have backed Ten Hag. They spend a lot of money for him. So I think we might cut him a little bit of slack in terms of the injury because a lot of players is injured in his team and it's time to recover them. And also, I also believe some of the tactics is not working. Maybe he has some loyalty to some players. He has some favor. Every manager has loyalty. Pep has, Ateta has, Klopp has, Pochettino has. So a lot of manager has their favoritism in terms of the way they use players. So maybe you need to take out the favoritism a little bit and play to make more together. I said something, and I said it. I think when Sancho and Anthony, especially Anthony, when he was having a problem with this woman stuff and everything, and Sancho was omitted from the squad, and I said it, squad bonding is very, very important. Someone like Sancho has bond. He has a good bond with he has a good bond with Marcus Rashford. He has a good bond with majority of the players who they share a lot of bond together. He has a good bond with Luke Shaw, good bond with so many of the players. And see the way the manager treats Sancho, it's a little bit difficult for players like Rashford and Co because they have a very good bond. What's going on, man? So, because you have to understand something in football. Football, like I said, friendship is very key, both on the pitch and off the pitch, because you create that chemistry and you create that togetherness together out of the
Mm-hmm.
pitch. So I think the problem Ten Hag is facing is the dilemma he is facing right now is injuries, yes, and also I think he also needs to kind of find a way to cajole the two attackers together. The attackers together, he has to find a way for them to win matches. I think there's a problem with the attack. Someone like Rashford, someone um Rasmus H, and I think those two of them need to find a way to score a goal. And I think there's a little bit of selfishness in Rashford. And I'll say this again to United fans. Rashford needs to look up and pass to his nearest teammate. When you get the ball, everything's not about shooting and dribble. Pass your ball to the nearest damn player. Everything's not about shooting. Because for me, you look like someone that is very predictable as a defender. As a defender, if I'm playing against him, I can easily take him out of the game because I know he's very predictable. With that situation, you have to also kind of do more in your game in terms of how do I make myself better every day by being no more predictable where people are is I don't want to do that. So you need to kind of figure out things a lot about, and I also think Ten Hag also need to work things out because losing 4 matches and 4 losses in 7 matches will not go well. Brentford and Galatasaray is the next match, and those 2 matches are not kind of easy matches. You're gonna say, okay, this team are easy. Brentford is not an easy team. Galatasaray are not a easy team. With Zaha, Hakim Ziyech, Mario Icardi. Those front three will trouble you. They will score goals. They know how to score goals. And they can finish. With your defender, they will score goals. It's all about finding the right profile of players and the right chemistry and combination to work together. I don't think this United team are kind of bad, but I think a lot of stuff is happening on off field, not even on field, out of the field, completely out of the pitch that needs to be fixed. And I'll say it again. Players like player whatever formation you are playing, players out of field are very good for that very good body because they go out together, maybe sometimes parties, sometimes out of the pitch, maybe on holiday, they chill out together. Whenever there's one of their teammates being treated in a very way they don't like it, they will have it's gonna react to them on pitch. They might kind of losing focus, looking confidence in the manager and everything. It can happen. Like I said, bonding is very key when it comes to player. So I'm not gonna blame Ten Hag too much on them, but I think you need to find the combination of way for them to win matches. If not, the pressure will keep on. If my says October, we've already gotten into October. He has to find a way for this team to win matches and confidence. You can't rely too much on Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro to win your matches. It's not gonna work every matches. It's not. They have to find a way to win. So Tom, your take on Manchester United and Ten Hag, what exactly is going on? How can this be fixed? And do you agree with the kind of way that you use those words? Because I believe there is a problem on field and out of the field for me. There is a problem with me in terms of, because I think there's a problem with the players that like Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Rasmus Age, in terms of Ten Hag needs to find the formation or a style of play that those three of them needs to combine together and play. This thing is not playing as a team. There are too much of individual. They're not playing together as a team at all. And the football, you have to, in football, you gotta win matches. This team is not together at all. Especially Rashford. Something is going on with him. He has lost form.
Well,
Maybe because he saw the way Sancho has been treated. Maybe I don't know, but he has lost form, and something needs to be fixed as soon as. And if it's not fixed, then the players will stay, but the manager will get the booty. That's what the problem. Now you're gonna go back to route one again. Your manager comes in, doesn't like the player, he doesn't like this player, blah blah blah. You're gonna spend another money. That's you guys are spending a lot of money. That's a no.
Listen,
not like that, man.
Listen. I'm not here for this about sacking managers or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we've been here before. We've had 4 or 5 different managers now. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's 4 permanent managers who've had more than, I would say, about near enough to a year to 3 years in some managers' cases. And none of them have worked. All 4 of those managers that I've just said have 4 different styles of play. But the one thing that's been the exact same has been these group of players. That's it. And I said it from the back end of last season, even when we got into the top 4 and we won the Carabao Cup. Erik ten Hag has abandoned his style of play. This isn't what we signed up for as Manchester United fans anyway. What we signed up for was when we saw Ajax playing this brilliant football in the Champions League, that they were taking on teams like Bayern Munich in the Allianz Arena and having a brilliant 3-3 draw with them. Those entertaining games, or get the game in Turin against Juventus, or the game in the Bernabeu. Like, these were the games that got this man to where he is now, really, realistically. But that style of play couldn't be further away from what we've got right now. And it's not even just about players, because I have to criticize the manager now, because at the end of the day, you're well into 14 upwards of 16 months in this job, near enough a year and a half, and we don't have identity. We don't even believe that we can win. The one thing that always used to get us out of jail as Manchester United fans was, well, we never lose at home. That's the one thing that we always could say from last season. At home, we'll never lose, because we had that mentality. We had that fortress that was back at Old Trafford, where no team, the brilliant Manchester City team of last season, couldn't come to Old Trafford and win. Barcelona's couldn't come to Manchester United and win. Even Arsenal, who were challenging for the Premier League last season and were an absolute brilliant high, couldn't come to Old Trafford and win. The best teams last season couldn't come to Old Trafford and win, but now anybody can come here and play football. We don't have an identity and we don't have a style of play. And if I'm being honest with you, I was massively critical on a couple of other Manchester United channels anyway that I'm involved in, where I just said it is what I said. Like, the game that we played against Crystal Palace in midweek, and look, I'm shameless. I really don't care. I don't care, and I'll admit this. That team that played in midweek, I don't know why he's changed it for whatever reason. I couldn't give a shite if Crystal Palace didn't play some of their best players or whatever. That team did not deserve to be broken up from midweek. 3-0, and we absolutely played perfectly as a team. As a team and a unity, that was perfect. And we took out the 2 players who have taken the most criticism and flack in Rashford and Fernandes. And as soon as you take those 2 out of the team, it's almost as if we are a team now. We are unified. But the problem we have is, as you said, Abdullah, and I've agreed with you on this on many a stream when we discuss United, we don't have an identity. We don't have an identity. We don't have a style of play. And like I discussed with the other Chelsea lads, we brought in players like Onana, we brought in players like Mount, we brought in all these different players, Amrabat now, to play this style of play, but I don't know what he's trying to build. Because it's not the Erik ten Hag team that we saw at Ajax. It's not the Erik ten Hag team that we saw absolutely blowing teams away in the Champions League with this brilliant style of football, and people called him, the prophet of Pep. and all these sort of taglines. It couldn't be further away from that. We can't keep a ball for. We can't string, I don't know, 20 passes together. A Manchester City team can keep the ball for 50 passes, and it's direct and it's going up the field. Manchester United, we're just sideways. Kick it sideways, and even when we kick it sideways, I'm like, we're shocking with the ball. We're horrible with the ball. Our team in possession, absolutely horrible. And as I said it before, and I'll say it again with this group of players that we have, they only know one way to play, and that's counter-attacking. And people say counter-attacking football. Counter-attacking is not a style of play. It's a tactic. If you want to play counter-attacking, you use it as a tactic. In-game management, Erik ten Hag is shocking. I'll be completely honest with you, he's absolutely shocking. It's almost as if we have a game plan going into the game, and I've seen this season for the first 10-15 minutes in a game. Do you know what? We've looked quite good. Brighton, for example, we could have said. Even this Palace game, I thought 10-15 minutes in, we were okay. We weren't blitzing them apart, but I could see a game plan. But then, as soon as the opposition manager has the brains and the know-how of a good in-game management, and he can switch his formation or switch his style mid-game to counteract our game plan, Erik ten Hag can't change that. That's the problem with us. We are one-dimensional, and this one dimension that I'm talking about, I can't honestly sit here. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anybody and say that I know what the style of play is, because I don't. I don't know what the style of play is. I don't know what the identity is. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I just don't believe we're going to win football matches. And I'll be real enough to say it. I don't believe in it anymore, because we're not playing with confidence, and we're certainly not playing as a team. Rest assured. And at the end of the day, the guy has made some big calls and big decisions on players, and we've vindicated him and we've praised him for how he dealt with the Ronaldo situation, De Gea, all these other players. But we now need to see the fruits of his labour. He spent £400 million in the market, and we don't have a style of play. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And I'm not going to be a hindrance and say it for other clubs and not say it for my own club, because we are absolutely disgrace. I've said it with you guys, with Chelsea. At least with you guys, Pochettino's been there less of time. He's spent less of money than this guy in a short amount of time. But you know the one thing you guys have? Even though you've been losing games, you actually have a style of play. You can see what Pochettino's actually trying to do. Erik ten Hag, I have no clue what he's trying to do. I have no clue what he's trying to build. And if I'm completely honest with you, I think really when he came to Manchester United and he looked at the group of players that he had, I think he just thought, I can't do anything with these. I really can't do anything with these group of players, because they only know one thing, and that's to play in the counter-attack.
Tom, do you think it's been back enough for some of the players he wants, like Frankie de Jong, and some of these players? He didn't get some of the players. He has to reserve to Plan B, and because I know, because he worked with de Jong before in Ajax.
Yeah. I can understand that. And look, this isn't about saying about with the ownership and everything, because we know the Glazer family at Manchester United are an absolute disgrace anyway. But our structure as a football club is shocking. Let me just play you a scenario, for example. You have I don't know, who's a ex-Chelsea? David Luiz, for example, right now, you would say maybe he's a Chelsea, he's a well-familiar Chelsea player.
Mm-hmm.
You have David Luiz, who can't get a Championship club, and you guys were in the market for a central defender like we were, because we were looking at players like Kim Min-jae, Jean-Claude Todibo, all these kind of players, Pavard, but we didn't end up signing a centre-back because Harry Maguire didn't end up leaving. So what we did, instead of getting him a permanent signing, we just got Johnny Evans, who no Championship club actually wanted. And that was his centre-back signing. That's almost like you guys at Chelsea now sit there, and David Luiz is a free agent. He can't get any other club, but you guys don't want to spend the money to go and get a centre-back, so you just bring David Luiz back. That's the exact same scenario that's happened with Manchester United. So I can understand the situation where, say now, if we had a Kim Min-jae, if we had a Todibo, they would go straight next to a Varane. or a Martinez. And I'm not here to make up excuses, but the injury crisis is absolutely killing us. We don't have a left back right now. We have 3 left backs at this football club, and none of them can play. None of them can play. We have 1 full back out of, I think, about 5 options, either at left back or right back. 1 full back out of 5. That is how terrible our actual medical department and even just protecting players from injury is. We're a disgrace. And at the end of the day, no, I've got to give the credit and the fruits to Palace. They identified what our weakness is. When you put a set piece in the box, Manchester United on the far end post or the back post are absolutely shocking at defending it. And the vulnerability was there in the Arsenal game with that Declan Rice goal. He had acres, and I mean acres of space on his own to chest the ball down and to strike it at goal. Joachim Andersen had the exact same scenario. And this is how weak our players are and how shocking we are with the players that we have in defence. Victor Lindelof had hold of Joachim Andersen's shirt. 2 full hand grabs of his shirt, and Joachim Andersen still got away from him. And he still had all the acres of space in the world to strike the ball, unpressurised, unmarked, untracked. But Victor Lindelof had 2 hands on his shirt, and he still lost the man. That is crap defending. I'm sorry for whatever people want to say. If people want to sit here and say, "Oh well, he had 2 hands on his shirt, it's a penalty or whatever," I couldn't care. Say it's a penalty then. I'm not bothered. You have 2 hands on a player's shirt, and you can't keep hold of him. I don't care. Drag him down if you have to. I don't care. Drag him down and take it to VAR. Joachim Andersen in a Crystal Palace box, both Mark Gahey and Joachim Andersen, in terms of Crystal Palace on set pieces, are their best set piece players. And you've let one of them just roam free, completely free, have a free hit at the ball. And they've scored. But the one thing that concerned me, has concerned me massively this season is we don't score enough goals. As much as I can criticise the defence, we don't score goals. We just don't. And
so
look,
before I come to Edo, how do you think that can change? Is it a combination? What is going on? Do you think if you wait and get setting up, it's not making you guys kind of play very well? What do you want to see in terms of changes? Because I'll say it again, if you guys keep playing this way, Ten Hag is gonna lose his job, and it's gonna be very.
Abdullah, this is the thing though. What way are we playing? You're an opposition fan right now.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me what our style of play is.
I don't even know what
This is what I mean, and I've just asked you a simple question. You ask me the same question with Pochettino, I can tell you how he's trying to play that team. He wants to keep control of the ball, and he wants to press high up the field. That's how Pochettino wants his Chelsea team to play. Press high up the field, win the ball back in the opposition's half, and transition. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is the exact way he wants to play. You can look at any team, even Crystal Palace. I can tell you how Crystal Palace want to play. They want to play 10 men behind in their own box, counter-attack on you, and play low block, 2 blocks of 4, low block, and transition on you with 2 forwards. That's how Crystal Palace want to play. It is so dimensional and it's so obvious. And Crystal Palace are not the same. Have not got the same aspirations this season of Manchester United, but at least I can tell you how they want to play. We, on the other hand, I can't tell you. And that is where I cannot give you a defining answer to say, this is how it's going to improve. Because you can't just wax lyrical and make a style of play out of nowhere. The guy has had he's had, as I said, previous streams, 2 pre-seasons to work with players. He's had a full season last season, and then he's brought all of these different players in who are supposedly his players. We've spent £400 million, and we've regressed. We've got worse. I don't understand how it's possible from last season. We've brought in, I would say, arguably decent players. I wouldn't say they're anything amazing. I didn't think we were going to win the league or even challenge for it, but do you not even be able to implement a style of play? It is absolutely shocking. And at the end of the day, the failures on this team right now, I can criticise the players, and I've hounded the players enough for the last couple of weeks because performances for the players have been absolutely shocking. But either this guy cannot inspire these players to play his game plan for a full 90 minutes, or he's incompetent because he can't implement a new tactic, or he can't influence the game in game management. When you identify that your team's getting overrun in midfield, what do? You put another invert. You put one of your fullbacks to invert into the midfield and overload the midfield. You stop that aspect of the opposition playing against you. Erik ten Hag would not do that. That's the difference. Pep Guardiola would identify in a game where his team's failing and where he's going wrong, and he would adjust and he would adapt. Pochettino would do the same. Even Roberto De Zerbi at Brighton, when he sees something's going wrong, he tries to adapt. And sometimes it works, like it did against us. First 30 minutes, we were the better team against Brighton. But then, when he notices where they need to improve, he adapts. And then they went on to win that game. Against Villa, they were getting absolutely overrun on the width, and they weren't closing the men down. So he double marks on both of the flanks, but then Villa just played through the middle. And then as soon as they played through the middle, they scored all the goals. Listen, managers can get it wrong sometimes, but Erik ten Hag, you've lost 4 games this season. 4 out of 7.
Okay.
It's an absolute
Last question
disgrace.
before I go to Duma. If he loses to Galatasaray and Brentford, is he on that squad? Will he be sacked? Or do you think
we won't say, I will categorically sit here and say, regardless of the results, he could lose from now till Christmas. The club will not sack him because we're incompetent. We don't have a plan after this manager. I will tell you that for a fact. You sack Erik ten Hag tomorrow, I have no clue who the club would even look at. Not a clue. Because we are starved of quality managers out there, and quality managers that would even want to come to this cesspit of a football club right now. I can't think, and do you know something? This is how bad it is. Manchester United, when it was Sir Alex Ferguson who was in the hot seat, any manager in world football would have loved to take in his place. Any single manager in the world would want to take his place. But what we ended up doing was, now in the situation now, you have managers that swerve this job. They don't even want it. You have managers that you have to negotiate control over what they actually have an influence over. That's the only reason why Ten Hag even ended up coming here. Because if we didn't give him the control over the recruitment, he wasn't prepared to come and he was prepared to go to Leipzig in Germany. But at the end of the day, when we set a style, which this manager's style from what we knew in Ajax was win the ball high up, ball progression, and it was almost a mini sort of messiah of what Pep would do, where you can keep control of the possession, but the way that they keep control of possession is it's not that they just build up passes for 50, 60 passes and then score. It's fast-flowing possession football. As soon as they win the ball back, it's a forward-thinking pass. They never hardly play back to their own goal or back into their own half and regroup. It's always full-throw football. And at the end of the day, with how we run as a football club, I can categorically sit here and say that you could give this man till Christmas, and the club, even if he was running the football club in the same way, and performance was still the same all the way up until Christmas, they wouldn't sack him. Because at the end of the day, our football club, we run on, and we don't run on the way that normal football clubs run on in terms of having a forward plan and having an after plan. I'm sure as soon as Pep Guardiola leaves Manchester City, they know the manager that they want to go out there and get. I'm sure after Klopp leaves Liverpool, they already have an idea of who they want to go and get. At the end of the day, we don't have that idea. And if you sack Erik ten Hag tomorrow, I can't sit here and give you any name in world football. First of all, that would want to even come, and second of all, that he even thinks realistic. Because there isn't any manager out there that I can think of. And if you want to prove me wrong, Abdullahi, give me one name now that would take this United job now.
I think majority of the manager have already been in queue. I will have seen Nagelsmann, or he's taking the Germany job.
He's taking the Germany job. Yeah, but
maybe the one that just gets sacked. What's his name? Hansen Flake. Maybe Flake. Maybe.
I haven't. Honestly, I really am. But this is how bad it is. We're struggling. We are struggling, and people sit. And all Man United fans will come here and say, "Oh, it's easy. You just go to Brighton and get De Zerbi, top quality manager." De Zerbi wouldn't do anything with this team. And if I'm being completely honest, De Zerbi would come.
You have to even pay him out of contract.
De Zerbi would come into this club and he would fail. I will guarantee you that now, because the players we have would not be able to play his style of football. Not a chance. First of all, we've never hardly played with 3 centre halves, so it wouldn't work. And we don't have attacking fullbacks in our possession right now. So what sort of system we would play, and the midfielders, we don't have mobile midfielders. That's the problem. We don't have mobile midfielders. Casemiro's not mobile. Mount is a loose cannon. He goes off into 5 different directions. Fernandes, we know, is just trigger happy. As soon as he sees a 50-yard pass, he plays it, even if it's not on. So you're not going to... De Zerbi's not going to be able to implement his aggressive possession style of football on Manchester United. He would fail. And I think he would probably get sacked a lot quicker than maybe Erik ten Hag would. Because Roberto De Zerbi is a manager where he doesn't change his principles. Erik ten Hag has changed his principles and he's changed his morals of what he believes how football should be played, because he looked at these players and he thought, if I try and play my style of football from last season, he would have been sacked. He would have been sacked. If he tried to play the Ajax football with those group of players last season, he wouldn't have got top 4, he wouldn't have won the Carabao Cup, and if I'm being completely honest with you, the way that the results would have probably gone, it'd have been gone by Christmas. Because these players aren't up for the job. It's as simple as that. When you've said it with the managers, like even Hansi Flick, I'm not excited. I wouldn't be excited. There's no, I don't see an excitement there. There isn't that same fire that is there. And look, if Erik ten Hag was to leave Manchester United, he would get another big football club. He would get another big job somewhere else. And do you know what? I think he'd be successful under a proper football structure that would actually get him the players that he wants. Because a lot of the players that he wanted, Kim Min-jae, Cody Gakpo, all of these are players that have gone to our rivals or other big European football clubs and are succeeding. This man wanted, and he got none of them. We served him up Wout Weghorst, Johnny Evans, and Sabitzer. When in these 3 positions, he's wanted Frankie de Jong to play, he's wanted Harry Kane to play, and he's wanted Kim Min-jae to play. The quality between the 3 that I just said in the beginning and the 3 after couldn't be worlds apart from what this man would want. But we are an incompetent football club and we would never get those sort of players. And at the end of the day, you can say it for what it is. You can bring any coach here. You can bring Pep Guardiola here. You can bring Jurgen Klopp here. Listen, bring the pair of them. Bring the fucking pair of them. And you know what? They still wouldn't succeed at Manchester United. Because they wouldn't get the players on side to play their style of football. Because they are a one-dimensional team. They only know counter-attacking as a tactic, not style of play. And at the end of the day, the managers, they don't have the control that they would have at their football clubs now. The control Klopp has at Liverpool and Pep has at City, they would not have at Manchester United. Because they work with sporting directors, those 2. We don't have a director of football who's qualified to work at a club like Manchester United. And that's the bottom line of it.
Yeah, no. Edo, United struggling. Where do you think everything was wrong? Because for me, I think there's a problem with the players in terms of the communication, the connection with the players like Rashford and Rasmus and Bruno. Because for me, a lot of them are too selfish. They don't want to pass to each other. And I think the instruction the manager is giving them is different than what they are doing in the pitch. And I'm like, if the night is giving you this instruction and you're doing something different in the pitch, are you following what the manager said, or you're playing individual football yourself? You just want to score. And e.g. Rashford, because he gets into a lot of situations where make a better decision, he will just shoot. I'm like, Must you shoot every time? Must you? Must you get to the position and start shooting every time? Just pass. Or use your brain once. And just use your brain once. These are the final details you need as a manager. You have to tell the player do this. And sometimes the players have to take what the manager said on board. And it's kind of difficult, but what do you think is going on with Man United in terms of the way they've been doing? Edo? United. Edoma, are you there? Edoma, are you there? I think Edoma is muted. Let me quickly read the chat. The one that's so certain that gives me Lampard vibe. He wants to be a disciplined manager, but he isn't getting consistent results and has no identity. Happy independent to you, brother. Smart that like button, guys. Tayo also said Enrique is struggling too, so is Hansi Flick and Tuchel. The problem I have with Enrique, like I said, is you're going to a PSG team where there's a lot of superstars, and I know there is no Neymar, there is no Lionel Messi anymore, but Gonzalo Ramos and Koye, they are a very young team and very good player. But I think for me, Enrique's style of play for me is outdated for me. It is outdated, and I don't think that style of play could work in EPL because you will get this, and especially PSG, the way he wants to play in PSG, it will take him maximum 2 seasons for him to work. Will PSG be able to do that? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Because I know the kind of way Enrique wants to play. I'm not sure. So, Edo, are you there? I think he's muted. So
just keep the convo going.
I think the problem, because Tom, the problem I'm having right now with you guys is I'm looking at your matches right now. Because apart from the matches, because the way I analyze, especially Poch, analyze stuff in Chelsea is different than the way United, because I'm not a United fan. As a Chelsea fan, this is what I'm gonna say in terms of public. I have come out and criticized him and said, I don't want him to be loyal. I want him to be ruthless with some of the players like Sterling, Gallagher, Silva. I want him ruthless in terms of making a better decision making. But also, I have to put some of stuff into consideration in terms of, okay, I understand what Poch is going to, because we have so many young players he has to integrate. There's a lot of chemistry that needs to be born together with each other. We are playing very well. We're just not scoring goals. And that's not on the manager. That's on the players. Sterling is getting into one-on-one situation. Square, play the ball to your nearest man. He wants to do. I want to square everything. I'm not going to blame the manager on that, because he's putting them in a situation where they have to score goals and they are missing. So that's not on Poch. That's on the players. So unlike Ten Hag, where the style of play that you guys are playing, I can't even explain the style of play because it's looking very, very complicated and very, very weird. And the kind of the way you are playing. So I'm not sure with the way you guys are playing, because it's a very complicated situation right now. But we'll see. Abdul, your take on Manchester United. What do you see? What do you think is going on exactly in that club? And how do you think it can be fixed?
Yeah, big up.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence to you too, brother.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What a god.
What is there any news coming from Man United, or we're just
we're talking about
them in general?
The Crystal Palace. And there's a UCL coming up on Tuesday. They play against Galatasaray. So we're talking about they've lost four defeats already in 7 matches already. And in terms of the way they've been doing, so on field and off field, something a lot of things that's been going on in that club that needed fixing. Where do you think this issue will come from? How do you think it can be fixed?
I don't know, man. I can only judge him. Currently, I can only judge him by what has happened there last season.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to finish 3rd last season,
mm-hmm.
and win a trophy.
Yeah.
So all I can say to United fans is it's not time to press the panic button. I can see their concern. Maybe they're expecting, maybe their style of play or the way they play is not that impressive anymore.
Yeah.
You know, when you watch Man United now, you are not at the edge of your seat. You're not thinking like, wow, something is going to happen and things like that. You know, it's probably, they play very dull football these days. and you just wait for the result. But then what can Ten Hag do? He can only play with the players he's given.
Mm-hmm.
He can only try and win games with a set of players he's given. Although I would say since maybe after the first season,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry, after Louis van Gaal left, or after Louis van Gaal's first season, I don't think they've got recruitment right on the club. Their players they're buying, you're wondering why they've bought them. Their players they've bought, you're wondering, what's he going to do in United? There are players that are going to United these days. You even look at them before they wear the shirt. You're not even interested in the football they are going to deliver because they're not really exciting players. They're not flair players. They're not skillful players. So I don't know. They seem to be. They are kind of moving away from being a big club. Or rather, you would say they are no longer a big club on the pitch, but they still think they're a big club. Because if they're still a big club on the pitch, then they should be able to attract certain players. But some of the players that are coming through, you're wondering like, who made the decision to actually sign this type of player for United? So I don't know. I think what they have to do is probably which I thought they are going to do with this Ten Hag, find an elite manager and just back that manager 100%. You know the way City is backing Pep, where Pep is actually has the final say. And if Pep wants you to leave, you're going to leave. And you have to really apply yourself how Pep wants, else you'll have to leave the club. So,
But even if they sack him now, is there realistically option?
no, I'm not saying they should sack him. I'm saying they should give him 100% backing and let him do what he wants to do, because he's already earned it. If you look at what he did last season, he's earned it to some extent. So allow him to do what he wants to do and give him the players that he wants. The players, not the second choice, the third choice, the fourth choice, the player he wants, the first choice players he wants. Provide him with those players and let's see where that will take us. Because Man United have become a club that has become almost like a puzzle for me that I can't really understand or can't really explain what's going on there. And most of the time when they're playing, or I know they're playing, I'm not really looking forward to watching them play. I only sit and watch them if I've got nothing else to do, really. So I don't know what's going on with that club. But it's definitely not the time to start saying, let's press the panic button, let's find a new manager. I don't think they've got to that phase yet. I think they can still, do positive things this season.
But if they keep losing matches, it will come to that stage where that competition will have to be held.
Yeah, but they lost matches last season, didn't they?
I know.
Yeah, the beginning wasn't that smooth.
But this season is even more worse than last season, because last season they are picking up wins and Rashford has been their best player, has lost form. Rashford has lost form completely. So I think, yes.
You see, that's what I'm saying, that I don't really understand what's going on at United. Because to me, Rashford shouldn't even be at United now, purely on football. I mean, what does he do really?
He's a counter-attacking player, so I don't know.
Yeah, but what does he do really? He's just, I don't know what he does.
And people are saying,
I mean, okay, let me ask you this. anytime United is playing, you look forward to watching Rashford.
Nope. But I know you're gonna play like
Exactly.
this.
Exactly. Yeah, I know he's got, history with them. He's one of their own. He was developed by them, but is he the only guy that's been ever developed by United? To me, he's been playing now for like maybe 5 seasons.
Yeah, since 17
Yeah,
actually.
I mean,
17, 1917.
we already know his pinnacle. It's about time I don't know, you know, let's just let's accommodate him. Yeah, fair enough. People want to see him. Like I keep saying to you guys, there's a difference between seeing a player that people want to see, and a player like people have to watch. I know people want to see him, okay, but that's about it. That's the only thing he brings to the table. Now he has to wrap up the numbers. He has to come up with the statistics. Because when people want to see you and then you don't really have the talent, then you need to have something to show statistically. Like, oh, he scored 27 goals this season. Oh, he created like, you know, 15 chances this season. You know what I mean? Or, oh, he scored, 10 free kick this season. Because if people want to see you, there's a reason why they want to see you. And if you're not delivering football wise as they want to see you, then you better be delivering statistics, which I don't really think. When I mean statistics, I don't mean like any statistics, like exceptional statistics. If you're a winger or a forward player, you better be delivering maybe like over 25 goals or something close to 30 goals. You know, apart from that, I don't really see. It's not just about carrying the ball and running and on. I don't know. Man. They need to do something. They need to do something urgently. But it seems the executives are like confused. Like even they don't know what they want
I
because
think for me,
they've had top
the
managers
problem,
there.
because I said it to United fan, this club has lost its identity, and for them to pick the identity up, it's gonna take them a lot of time. And the reason I said that they've lost identity is they are buying players of a misprofiling of players for a manager who play a possession-based system, and you're buying players from him who mostly are just counter-attacking players. I'll keep saying it again. I know Bruno Fernandes created chances for them, but Bruno does not work in a possession-based system. That's number one. Lindelof does not work there. Casemiro is not a possession-based system player. Rashford are not those players I mentioned. I know they're very pivotal player for United, but those players are counter-attacking
But
team.
but the thing is, over the past like 10, 12 years, United have had like top managers.
Yep.
Top managers in the sense that you would have expected them to, deliver, top trophies. You will expect them to have delivered top trophies. But it's not the case. I mean, you couldn't get better than Louis van Gaal. I thought when they hired Louis van Gaal, I thought like, whoa, this is gonna be another. It's gonna be a blockbuster, and it's gonna take United back to the era of dominance. See what happened to him. Then they got Mourinho. I'm thinking like, Mourinho has been waiting for this opportunity all his life. Oh, this is the right time to appoint Mourinho. He's had enough experience. He's going to use them to try and dominate again. He's going to reestablish himself. But then what happens? And now Ten Hag, everybody's like, oh, Dutch football, embodied, redeveloped. Let's see what he's going to do again. He's made it Dutch football. He's going to bring something different. What's he done? So, and time keeps passing away. And it seems like we're still in the we're always at the starting block all the time.
Because the problem is this is how I have a problem with United when it comes to Erik Ten Hag as a manager. Because if you look at the Nigerian United, like you said, they've hired Ten Hag, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who again, David Moyes,
Van Gaal, Luis Van Gaal.
David Moyes, and so many that they've hired apart from Luis Van Gaal, they've hired more of a counter-attacking system manager who in those years
It's not about the system that the manager brings to the place. Okay, even if the manager has the best system, it depends on the players you give to them.
Yeah, and the instruction though.
When I mean, if you're counter-attacking, you're not counter-attacking, and you give them a Messi, one day, which manager will not be happy to have a Messi? And which team will not be happy to have a Messi? And which fans will not be happy to watch a Messi? You know, is the what do you call it? Is the players, the personnel that you're signing for this manager? Sometimes it's difficult to explain. You know, there's top players out there, top talent out there. I mean, who did Ten Hag recruit this last summer?
This new season, right? He brought in Andre Onana.
Okay.
He brought me Rasmus H.
Okay, the striker, okay.
And I think
what's this guy? Amrabat.
Yeah, those three players.
Okay. What's it called? Mason Mount.
And the goalkeeper he brought another goalkeeper from Fenerbahce.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Like, who are this kind of what type of signings are this? You know what I mean? Like, what sort of signings? What are you supposed to use for a United? Are these guys better?
What does Mason?
Are these guys better? Are these guys better than the guys you already have? Or you sign Onana. Onana is not really well. You sign Onana because De Gea has to go, or De Gea left. Okay. Is Onana better than De Gea, than Prime De Gea? No. I mean, why was it difficult for you to get a world-class keeper that is better than Onana? Is Onana the best that Man United can secure? There are top keepers out there. Why didn't you get a keeper on the level of maybe like Alisson or Anderson? You know, them kind of like level of keepers. Why did you go for one like that? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the meaning of this recruitment? Is it to improve what you already have? No. You want a DM in the entire world, and then you go get Amrabat. The entire world, you're looking for a DM, you go get Amrabat. How difficult is it to get a DM? You know, is Amrabat better than the ones you already have? I don't think so.
Amrabat is better than Mason Mount for me. He is
Mason Mount a DM. What do you mean is better than Mason Mount?
The only DM they have is Casemiro, and
so is Amrabat better than Casemiro?
There could be a debate. I don't think it's better.
No, you talk your mind.
I don't think it's better than Casemiro.
Exactly. If you're going to get a DM, get one that is, miles ahead. Someone that's ahead, way ahead. Even if they don't have experience, maybe they're young, but they're miles ahead of what you already have. And then you want to get, I don't know, man. So I think it's going to be another long story for United fans. Another long season for them. So I don't know.
Because I'm looking at the player they have right now, the players in the squad they have right now. Majority of these players for me are not a possession-based system players at all. Bruno, Rashford, Lindelof, Maguire, only Lisandro Martinez. For me, Martinez, Andre Onana, and I think Amrabat can play possession-based system because he's very good on the ball. Those three players for me are the only players, and I think the strikers too a little bit. Rasmus H also too. You see those four players, and the only player is okay. If you're gonna play a possession-based system, they will work in that system without no problem. The rest of it are break. All of them are counter-attacking. And I've looked at the last manager they brought in, David Moyes, from Luis Van Gaal, So David
Yeah. So
Moyes,
what sort of system does he want to play with these players?
he wants to play the way he played in Ajax.
How was he playing Ajax?
A possession, high octane system. Hold on. Have more of the ball in terms of protection in football, and go high pressing in terms of press team and recycle team and eat them on the ball. That's what that's where Ajax play. The Ajax football.
Yeah, but you can have all the ball that you want. What are you going to do with the ball? Like we saw yesterday, Tottenham Spurs against Liverpool. They had all the ball, even with 2 men extra.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't know what to do with the ball
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't have those players that can make those intricate, short, diagonal passes, accurate diagonal small passes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have them, so they were just going through the wings, and they couldn't score. They couldn't score Liverpool. They were just moving the balls to the wings, and then they move it to the back to the front of the defenders. They move it to the wings. They didn't have like a David Silva. They didn't have a Bernardo. What's it called? Is it Bernardo Silva?
Bernardo Silva, yeah.
They didn't have them kind of like Bernardo Silva. They didn't have that kind of, KDB kind of players. Players that, can get into the pockets, get the ball and make small, intricate passes. They don't have those kind of players, so they couldn't do anything to Liverpool. Liverpool was just there waiting for them, until they scored. Liverpool had to score for them to win, even despite the fact they had like 2 men extra. So when you're watching this Man United, that's what happens. Even if they have the ball and you're defending, they don't have players that can make all those intricate passes. Players that can make those small.
Bruno Fernandes can do that, but he ghosted a lot in big matches.
Is Bruno Fernandes not a hype when it comes to creativity?
He's the best player for me. He's very good.
No. What I'm saying is he not a hype when it comes to creativity? If they ask you to pick 5 creative players in the EPL, are you going to like pick Bruno Fernandes? You're probably not.
I will, because he's a creative player.
Five creative players. You're going to pick Bruno Fernandes
in EPL.
In EPL, yeah.
I'll put Bruno in it.
5 skillful creative players. You're going to put Bruno.
Not skillful, in terms of just creativity, I'll put Bruno.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know when you start watching football.
Bruno is a creative player.
I will not. Where is the creativity?
Bruno can create.
Oh, you guys are making a mistake from like when somebody has a good game than somebody being a creative player. There's a difference. You see, creativity is even more difficult to find in a player than talent, because creativity involves using the brain a lot. Talent, maybe you're just born with it. You know how to juggle the ball, you know how to move the ball, you have a fantastic shot, one touch, you have a good shot, you can dribble. But creativity, you're like 2 or 3 steps ahead. It's even more difficult to find a creative player. Can't you see how like Chelsea players are all screaming and like serenading just because they are seeing what Palmer is doing? I mean, Palmer is not yet a top player, but it's just that creative element they can see that is making them like, It's difficult to be creative player. But what do you call it? Bruno is a good player, and some of the times, especially in his first season, he used to like deliver, high performance football. But then I wouldn't put him out there. I wouldn't put him like next to KDB. I wouldn't put him next to Bernardo Silva.
No, those are
exactly. Those are 2 players. Exactly. I wouldn't even put him next to Foden. That's 3 players already. And you tell me top 5, you're going to put. No. I'm talking about creativity. I'm not talking about being a good player or having a shot, having an eye for a goal or something like that. I'm talking about creativity. I'm going to still choose Foden ahead of him. And that's 3 players from one team. It's not easy to be creative. So if he wants to play like that, where are the creative players to be playing like that, to play that system for him? I don't know. You don't have creative players. Just play counter attack. Just defend well. And when you have the ball, go and attack. You have Mason Mount that will run for you for 2 days.
Because
all this
I'm like,
system obsessed managers. I don't know.
I'm asking myself that what exactly did they even brought Mount to do? Did they brought him to run around? Because I'm confused. We're gonna bring him out because as the Chelsea fans, we know one man can offer. Just run, headless chicken. Can't create anything.
Wait, quick. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Big up to you guys.
Big up.
When you say about I'm good. When you say about creativity, you just mean creating chances for forward players.
No, creativity. Yeah. Forward creative players. Forward players.
Bruno is better than Foden, and he's better than Silva as well.
Okay, if you say so, I would not pick him ahead of those two. If I'm looking for creative forward players, okay, that what did you say, that you want to be possession based? Is that what you want to say?
That's
like in a possession based system. In a possession based system, and I'm looking for creative forward players that can make intricate short passes. 2 or 3 steps ahead. I will be in the pocket and be creating chances. I will pick those 3 players ahead of Bruno Fernandes.
You see the players you picking, they play in a system there. Because I feel like we blame. I'm sorry, like you can say Bruno Fernandes is not that creative, but if you put Foden in this same position or Bernardo Silva, they will struggle as well. So sometimes I feel like if you put Bruno Fernandes in that City team where Foden is, you will see he would create 1,000 chances for Haaland. The team that's around you matters a lot as well. These guys
I don't buy that.
These guys that who was his striker? His striker were Ghost, Martial.
I've seen
like these guys are barely. Like is the only decent forward players Mania has had for the past 3 years is Rashford, and Rashford himself is inconsistent.
Hold on now, Kenny. I've seen Foden play for England, so it's not just Man City. I've seen Bernardo Silva playing for Portugal, so I've seen them in other lives apart from playing for Man City.
Have you watched Portugal? Bruno Fernandes Bruno Fernandes is better for Portugal than Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes
listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't perform. I'm not saying he's not a high performer. He does perform when he performs. I'm saying creativity. He is not that level. I don't rate him. I mean, you can have your own opinion, but I'm saying from what I've seen, I don't put him on that level. And when I'm looking for creative players, when I'm looking for a creative player, I will choose those players ahead of him. That's all I'm saying.
Let me read the chat. Onana, he knew from before. Amrabat, he knew from before, and Mason Mount, he knew from Vitesse. Interesting. Tayo said.
So if you're a top coach, you only want players that you've known before.
And Tayo, it's because of the Ajax system he's been playing. That's why
he's not in Ajax. He's meant to be a top elite manager. Tayo said Ajax is gone.
Madison is more creative than Bruno. Eriksen is more creative than Bruno.
Eriksen is not more. Come on, man. He needs to stop, man. Oh my gosh. Eriksen is not. The only thing with Bruno that his main default is because he tries a lot. So you're gonna see his mistake a lot. The only thing with Bruno is that he tries. Sometimes he might try too much. Sometimes instead of
I have a lot of worries with Bruno Fernandes, apart from his career, because if I play him in a possession-based system, for me, it does not work. It doesn't. When you're trying to, I want to play possession, I want to control the game, have more of a possession, and this. Bruno Fernandes is a negative one for me. It would not
do
work.
We know that?
Yes, because the reason is because if you look at the manager the United are brought in from Van Gaal and this kind of manager, with Bruno Fernandes and the way he wants to play for me is a no-no. A manager like Mourinho, manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like that, you see Bruno Fernandes because he's a counter-attacking player. When you're going on the counter, each player on the counter, give him the ball, he will find that pass. And as I'm saying, if Bruno Fernandes is playing under Pep, he will be on the bench.
Nah. You see, that's assumptions. We don't. You don't know. You don't know that.
I'll tell you the difference. Wait, the difference because if you look at KDB, as much as sometimes KDB get a little bit too much with Pep, they go head to head together. But KDB for me, not exactly what Pep wants. Because there's a difference between you being the creative player. Because KDB doesn't just pass. It passes with precision and brain. Which Bruno for me, in a possession basis, because if you want to control the game, you can control the game with KDB. You will control the game with him. Yes, in as much as they have Bernardo Silva, but you can control the game with Bruno, with KDB, because if you are closing yours, you're going to pass with that ball. But with Bruno, whenever you give him the ball, either you roll on the floor, start complaining, start doing some weird stuff.
No,
some man here doesn't like that.
His attitude not the best, yes, but that has nothing to do with him on the field. The only thing the thing with De Bruyne is that Bruno is that sometimes he tried. That is true. Sometimes even when the pass is not there, will try. Like when instead of keeping the ball, maybe sometimes even if the percentage of it missing is like quite high, even if it's a 10%, he was going to try. Perhaps as maybe De Bruyne is going to be more. If he sees that there's not that much chance, he might recycle the ball and keep the ball. That's the only thing with Bruno where he's really like. Even if he sees this 1% chance, he's gonna try it. But the thing is that we haven't. He's been at Man U since. I think it's Solskjaer that bought him. He wasn't there with Zach.
2019-2020.
Yeah. So he was there during Oli. It's Oli that bought him.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen him in a system where you have to control and all that stuff.
Is it 28? I think it's 28 now. It's 28 now.
Yeah. But the thing is, we haven't seen this. He's in a. You don't see him in a possession-based team. He hasn't played in a possession-based team. He hasn't had the players around him to play this possession-based team. I've seen when he plays for Portugal, they have possession most of the time, and he plays very well. I don't see this. I feel like people are always trying to look for his default in the guy. Like Bruno Fernandes is the least of your role in this Manchester United team.
Yeah,
he's the least of your roles.
He is for me. He is. I agree.
There's a lot of you don't have no right wingers. Your striker is unproven. Casemiro is looking like he's too old right now at the level.
I thought he's got in the right wing. I thought he's got Anthony and he's got Sancho.
We've seen what Sancho has been. Sancho has been underwhelming, and right now Anthony as well has been underwhelming for the price they bought him. None of them have performed. None of them have been consistent. I'm sorry, like you have next to Bruno Fernandes, next to Casemiro right now, you don't have no midfielder. You're playing Mason Mount or old Ericsson. I'm sorry, like some of you're still playing.
Sorry, Kelly. That's what I was trying to highlight initially. That I was expecting the players he will bring in this last summer to be obviously better than what he already has. But it seems the players he brought in, they're like at the same level as what he already has. So there's no continuous improvement. So I'm thinking, like, what is this guy trying to do?
No.
I mean, look at the players he brought in. They wouldn't make exceptional difference to what he already has. So what is he trying to do as a manager? Is he still just trying to finish third and win one trophy? Is that all he's trying to do again?
I think that people got, because when they bought him from Ajax, they thought, they were going to play this amazing style of football.
Exactly.
And the guy,
possession-based, football.
And the guy realized right now, and with the players I have in this league, I don't have time to be dilly-dallying. Because at the beginning of the season last year, I remember they lost like 5-0 to Brighton or something. So the guy realized quickly, over here, especially with the team I have right now, I need to be playing counter with the players I have, my forwards, the Rashford, and I can't be playing on this position. The best team right now, the best thing for the squad I have right now of players is to play this counter-attacking style of football. Yeah.
But again,
it's hard.
I have an stake. The stake I have is Pep Guardiola came to Manchester City and he played this style of football. He did not change it.
No, but it took him one.
No, but the thing is that where Pep, the team that Pep has and the team that Ten Hag has was two different teams. Like, yes, I know. Man City was one of the even before Pep. Man City were winning leagues.
If you look at the team Man City has under Pellegrini and Mancini, Bakary Sagna, Gary Clichy, Fabian Dev.
No, but he still.
Nah, but you had players like you had David Silvers, you had De Bruyne.
But he still gave himself one season.
Yeah, even
Okay.
yeah, he give them some.
So
Yeah, but that's the thing is,
so
but
so
because
that's one season. That one season
yeah,
means
but the thing
practically
is
like
Pep.
3.
When you hire Pep, you know, like he's gonna. Pep is the best manager, so he can come in and put in demands on the club. So Pep is like your Messi of players. When Pep comes, you give him whatever he wants, and you give him his time because you know it's gonna work. Ten Hag, when he comes at Man U, he doesn't have that. He coached at Ajax. He's a good up and coming coach, but he's not proving to be like one of the best managers in the world. So he knows that when he
But
comes,
the thing is, Ken, the guy has had like 3 windows. Okay,
see,
3 windows
Yeah.
is 3 windows not enough for you to bring in substantially substantial numbers that are very different, or that will
no,
substantially improve what you already have.
I'll be
no,
back.
Like if you're still bringing
I'm
in
coming
people
now.
like
Just keep going.
Amrabat for me,
uh,
you're still bringing in people like Amrabat for me in your 3rd window.
no,
What's
but
that meant to say to me?
you have to see like Man U as well. They were financially they were struggling right now, so they could not have, like some of the players they really wanted. They did not buy him. Like he didn't want. They didn't want. I remember they wanted like players like De Jong, even a striker. They wanted Harry Kane, but they didn't have money for him, so they had to buy the Oiland. So there's been some issues, but I do agree that some of his signing, because he's been like I think he's
But
been the
look at it. Look at it this way, right? Look at it this way. Okay, how much has he spent this summer? It's been like maybe close to 300 million.
yeah, maybe
Okay,
250, 300 million.
Yeah, with that amount, if you had just brought in just 2 players that are exceptionally better than what you already has, that would make more difference to me. Because all you're trying to do is, I don't understand this system thing. You're not Pep. Everybody wants to be like a Pep now. You are hired to
No,
win games.
he doesn't want to be like Pep. He's not trying to play possession. He's trying to do more like high press. It's similar to like a Liverpool, but like high
No.
pressing
I'm not
with
saying.
still
I'm
some.
not saying. I'm not. No. I'm not saying in terms of trying to play Pep system or Pep style.
Yeah.
I'm saying you being attached to playing particular style of play or system of football. Why are you particular about the system of football you want to play? Just deliver the results.
No,
You
but that's
haven't got
no,
to that
but
level where you would
no,
think
but
like you're
that's
Pep.
no,
You want to play
no, but
this way or that way.
that's the thing is that at some point, you wanna have a system, because last year you went for the result. At some point, you need to have a
After you've
system. You need a base.
after you've earned it or you can afford it. If you cannot afford it, what are you trying to do?
No, but
You know
that's
what I
I
mean?
think
Like
no, but right now, I think last year he finished third and he won them a cup. So I think probably, and this summer they give him like more power to like
okay.
to
So
buy
let's
some
take for
players.
example. Okay, he has like 300 million. Okay, or he spent like 300 million. Imagine with just
Mhm.
that, and he brought in like I think 5 players or so. He brought in Amrabat, Mason Mount, um,
Oiland.
or the striker.
Yeah,
I can't remember who else he brought in.
that's the only guys they bought. The other guys they bought, they had to bring back Johnny Evans on the fee because they didn't have no money, and they had to loan Reguilon because they didn't have no money as well.
Who else did they buy? Is it just Mount,
Yeah, no,
Amrabat?
that's it. It's Mount
And
Amrabat and oil, and even Amrabat, I think it's like a loan or something. Or,
yeah,
whatever to
Amrabat
buy.
is a loan, so he only really got
Yeah,
that kid
because
60 million, another 50 million, so that's 100 million.
yeah,
Who
they
else
did
did they buy?
like
I thought he bought Onana, and then you
oh
bought
yeah,
Onana for
Onana,
like
yeah,
60 million. Okay,
yeah,
so he
because the
spent
guy
like
left. Yeah, they needed a goalkeeper. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so he spent like something like 150. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
imagine if you had just bought Osimhen with that 150.
No, but you see,
That's
that's not how.
classic. That's
No, but
classic. What is better than what you already
no,
have?
no, but that's not how it works. You can't just say if you buy one player with that one. That's not how it works.
No, but what
You
I'm
can't
saying
just
is this guys,
buy. You can't just buy one player because they needed the multiple players. They needed a midfielder. They needed a goalkeeper. So you can't just say put just all the money on one player. They needed more than that.
then
And the fact is that, and the fact is that they should have gone for Harry Kane, but they did not have the money. Even you're talking about Osimhen, they did not have the money for that type of striker. That's what they had to go and buy a Hoyland because they didn't have the money. because there's no because the reason why they didn't go for Kane is because they didn't have the money and the salary as well. Because they want to go
No,
and buy
what I'm
these
trying to
foreigners
say is,
because
what I'm trying to say is, if you bring in one major signing, like for example, Osimhen,
I'm back.
150.
Mm-hmm.
If you bring in like Osimhen, 150,
Mm-hmm.
and the other areas of the pitch where you're lacking, or
Go
areas of the
let
pitch where you're
join the show.
lacking,
Join the show. Go
you are
let.
able the other parts of the team where you're lacking, you are able to actually strike a deal
Mm-hmm.
and get players on loan or
for
get
who?
players or make.
Come on, like, Abdul, you can't like that's not football. You can't just say put all your money on one position and then just let the rest of the team that they needed players. You can't just
You
say
can.
just keep back.
So in that case, then United fans, they don't have anything to complain about, really.
Let's because I want us to move on.
No,
If
Let's.
that's
I
what
want
their
us to move
reality
on.
is, if
Mm-hmm.
that's what their reality is, then
Mm-hmm.
they just have to accept it, really.
Let's
yeah, no,
before we move on
But
to the
what
next.
me,
Let me quickly read this.
I'm thinking, I'll be like, let me just
Okay, finish your
quickly
finish
say.
up.
But
yeah.
for me, what I was expecting is Ten Hag will bring in players that are significantly better than what he already has, even if it's just one or two. Okay, he will make one or two major signing. What do they call it? Marquee signing. Bring in one marquee signing. Okay, this summer, you know how Wenger was doing it once, where he was bringing in just one marquee signing every summer, and then in the other areas, you either fill it up with young players or youth players or team players or loan players. That's how you got Sanchez once. You brought in Ozil one summer, and then he brought in Sanchez, and then the following season, the following summer, I think he brought another marquee signing.
See, even with all these, what did they end up? They were fighting for top four at the end of the day. They didn't really win stuff. So
Yeah,
adding one
I know, but what I'm saying
if
is,
your squad is not
no.
good enough, there's no need for marquee signing.
No, but
If your squad is good,
no,
yeah, then you can add marquee signing. But if your
no.
squad is not good enough,
What I'm saying is, if you're lacking in resources, okay, that means the rate at which you have to bring in quality will slow down or will be reduced. Okay, rather than bringing mediocre and sub-mid players, okay, then why is it not a better option to do it that way? Now you've gotten 60 million pounds, 60 million pounds, yeah, 60 million pounds Onana. Even if you can get a better keeper next season, you're not going to put Onana on the bench now,
yeah,
are you? You're stuck with him.
everyone was saying Onana's this great keeper, and now all of a sudden Onana. When I was saying that Onana was,
No, I just said he was good. I never said he was good.
Abdul did not read
I never.
no, when I had my
No,
theories about the African goal, everyone was, Onana's you see,
no. But you're making a judgment. You're making a judgment.
it's not a judgment.
Actually, no. I don't know. Maybe you don't know that what you're saying is actually is wrong. But you shouldn't assess football like that, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
But anyway,
No.
let's move on.
Let's move on.
Quickly, one last one on Manu. The thing is that they've wanted they even wanted the Caicedo, but they didn't have the money for that. If you look at Manu this summer,
they should have bought him before Brighton bought him for 4 million.
They did, yeah, but right, they wanted him in the summer. They did not have the money to buy players.
And another thing is, Ken, I don't even believe these people have money still. Okay, because if Liverpool did not come for Caicedo, all you guys should be saying Liverpool don't have money.
No, but it's about if you have the money, but if your owners doesn't want to spend the money, you might have the money, but it's still the same thing. Liverpool have all these clubs that have money. It's just that the owner don't want to spend it.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna. I can't. Yeah. So I can't blame the manager. It's not as if he's saying don't buy me the players. It's just that if the owners tell you you have no choice but to go to backup options. But we can continue on the next topic.
Okay, so let's move on to the next topic now. I want to talk about Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool, and I have a lot to say about that stuff. Firstly, shout out to Tottenham Hotspur winning their matches, and I said it to the Spurs fans. That is unsustainable for me. You can't keep winning matches like that. Eventually, you're gonna get exposed. Because yesterday match, after they're gone down to 10 man or even 9 man, they were devoid of inspiration. They don't even know exactly what they are doing anymore because they're just playing through the wing. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And it seems that it's very good defensively. Has plays on the counter. We dismantle this team. That is a very good team. I'm looking forward to see how they play against City. They played United, they beat United, they played Arsenal. They drew against Arsenal. And Arsenal should have beaten them because Arsenal had their chances, but they missed. I want to see them, how they play against Manchester City. I want to play how they play against Newcastle. Newcastle is a very good team that can easily just go defensively and need them on a counter. So I want to see a team those kind of things that they'll play against them. But this team, for me, they look good, but I'm still not convinced yet because I still want to see variety of stuff for them. And in terms of Liverpool, shout out to Liverpool for me. Shout out to the man up and everything. Very good performance for them. And as much as they lose, very good performance. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. VAR. And I've been saying it from day one. VAR is not the problem. It's the people implementing the system. That's what the problem is. We talk about transparency and integrity. The transparency and integrity, we are losing it in the Premier League because this league is the most worst league, but we have the most useless and abysmal referees in world football. And when you are hired Award Webb as the chief executive of referees, what else do you want? Rubbish. Because even during his referee era, it was shambolic too. So something needs to be fixed in that referee department. And this is the question I'm asking myself. Why is there not semi-automated referees? Because it was proposed to Award Webb. And according to the report, because I listened to NBC today, NBC said, Award Webb said, semi-automated referee is not going to be used this season. It's going to be used next season. That it's not ready yet. I'm like, if it's not ready, you can test semi-automated referee this year. You can do a test run and see how it's going to work and make it official next year. You can do a test run with the semi-automated referees. See how we work with it. Instead of you drawing that stupid rubbish lines, you don't need to draw the lines. The semi-automated referee will pick up the offside rules, and you have to put a chip in the balls. It was used in the World Cup. It's used in Italian football. It's used in La Liga. La Liga use it. Italian football use it. Bundesliga use it. Why is EPL not using it? It has a serious question to ask because FIFA and UEFA proposed semi-automated. Even in the UCL, it's being used. UEFA Conference League is used. UEFA Europa League, semi-automated referee is used there. Why is it in EPL is not being used? It's been proposed. And Owador is coming out and telling us it's not ready. What is not? You can test run this stuff. Test run it. See how it works. Then make it official next year. Make it, instead of you doing those stupid lines, it make your job easier. What VR needs to do is pick up penalties and pick out red card. That's it. VR doesn't need to do it. VR does not need to intervene when it comes to offside rules. That is the job of the semi-automated referee. It will do those stuff for you. VR job is for him to pick out red card, goal line technology, and penalties. Shaking it. Finish. Finito. Why the semi-automated referee is going to do the job for you? You're going to do the semi-automated referee is not going to do it. Will pick out exactly what you need to be in terms of offside doing. And everybody will have an easy life. I was the woman World Cup, and the semi-automated referee working that World Cup very, very well. Very, very well. And I think my problem with EPL is arrogant. They want to do things their own way, which I understand also too. But you have to follow the rules. When FIFA and UEFA are proposing stuff to you, you gotta follow it. You gotta follow it. Semi-automated offside route is not a rubbish. It's not a rubbish. How do I call it? It's not a rubbish computer technology. It's an AI, which is very, very good technology that is being used right now. And if you know you want to hire a referee that knows about football, English referees are quack. They do not know anything about footballing. They are beyond abysmal and rubbish. So this league is the most watched league in, and we have poor officiating when it comes to league. I am confused. EPL has a lot of money. Hire foreign referees. Hire them. Bring them in. People that know their job, people that know what is called refereeing, they will referee the game in a very transparent way for you without no issues. Bring them in. Work with UEFA, work with FIFA. Bring foreign referees to the Premier League. Since it's the best league in the world, bring the best referees. Even Michael Oliver and Antonio Taylor, they are shambolic when it comes to referee too. They're beyond joke. They are beyond joke. We don't know what is even called red card. We don't know what is called handball anymore. We don't know. Because the refereeing error is beyond rubbish. And this starts from the chief executive himself, Howard Webb. And this rubbish controversy is going on, and that a player was on onside, and the referee, Lasma pulled a flag up and said, okay, it's an offside, game over. How? He didn't even draw the lines. He just said, okay, kick off, let's go. I'm confused. How? For me, that's one of the biggest robbery I've ever seen in world football, apart from 2009 in Barcelona, Chelsea. That's a daylight robbery to Liverpool fans. Liverpool have the authority to challenge Howard Webb. I wasn't surprised when they brought out the comment to challenge Howard Webb. To say, when you're talking about transparent, this is not transparent. This is bullshit. This is pure bullshit. It's not more transparency, man. It's bullshit. Because if you're gonna talk about transparency, talk about transparency, because this is not the first time it's happening. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Man United in the first leg of the season, it happens. And this is what I'm gonna tell Howard Webb. Howard Webb, when the referee is making a mistake, every day is not about you firing them. Look at yourself in the mirror. Are you doing the right thing? No. You can't be firing everybody up and down. You're making them lose their job. You can't be firing them up and down. It doesn't make any sense. Fix yourself as the chief executive. Make it work. Because this is beyond joke. We all love this game of football, especially the APL. We love the controversy stuff and everything, but because this is, yes, but this is becoming joke for me. It's becoming joke for me. Every season we get controversy upon controversy upon controversy, and this one is even worse. You didn't even draw the lines at all. I'm confused. We don't know which one. We don't know handball. We don't know penalties. We don't even know we don't even know which one is the red card. That is the job of VR for me. So bring in the semi-automated refereeing stuff. Bring it on. Bring the AI technology. Let him pinpoint the offside rules. VAR, just pick out the penalties and pick out the red card. And let's all of us have an easy life. Please. It is annoying, man. Can you please talk?
We can hear me.
I can hear yes.
Go. Well, we spoke about it, man. It's the game was winning because it was looking like a decent game, but yeah, this line or the fact that especially how you saw is working in the Champions League, the World Cup, some of the biggest competition.
All
It's
the
a shame
biggest
that-
scoring, everybody has it. Bundesliga, La Liga,
Yeah.
French Ligue 1. Everybody, only HPL does not have it. Only HPL.
It's a shame that the so-called this is the richest league and the so-called best league in the world, and you don't have that. That's and then that stuff like that happens as well. It's like silly, and it's not the first time that it happens. Like you guys have so much money, and you can't just make this one change. Some people, it's just
You know what annoying me? FIFA and UEFA proposed this thing to Howard Webb. Howard Webb said the semi-automatic referee is not yet ready yet. It will be ready next season. And I'm like, why can't you do a test run? Do a test run to the APL. Test it for the first time. See how it works. Do a test run. Stop doing so stupid lines, man. Do a test run. Because if you're gonna use it, yes, it might not be ready, but do a test run where, okay, this is gonna be the first time. Let's see how this thing works. Let's analyze it. Then we'll make a decision next season. This is AI technology. Human being will make mistake, but when it comes to technology, they will surely get it right. And we're talking about offside here. Sometimes they tell you pubic hair, offside rules, shoulder, offside rule, one finger, offside. It's annoying, man.
No, man, it's and it was a good. Like Spurs played alright. They didn't play the best, but they played alright. But yes, it's tough, man. If I was as a Liverpool fan, yeah, I would be mad. But
This is the Liverpool statement they put out when PGM tried to kind of apologize. Liverpool said that the apology for them doesn't make any sense for them. It doesn't make any sense. Because Liverpool said this is not the first time it's happening to them. Not even them only, the rest of the league. So that tells me I was able to find a way to fix this bullshit. It is, or you have to step down as a chief executive. You have to step down. Either you step down as chief executive and bring someone in, or you have a conversation with the referee. You guys do your job properly. You're gonna get fired. Do your freaking job properly.
And even with the lines, there's the referee in the booth, the guys in the that will do in the VAR. It's just because even if there's some automated one would be better, but even you have the lines there. The fact that you didn't even draw them or that you say you didn't see the player that was like, what's that? Like, there's 4 of you guys in that room, and you're missing players there. Like you have, I don't know, they probably have like dozens of screens, and you're still missing that and stuff like that. I'm like, what's this? Like what kind of what are we doing? Do we need to maybe we need to send them to space savers or something to check their vision or something because it's crazy. I think they said there's 4 people in the same booth, and you guys are missing that. I'm like, I don't know what is going on over there. But yeah, the referee, man, I don't know how they choose who does the referee, but you guys they need to do better.
Maybe because it's a new technology now. The semi-automated referee for me it works. It works very well. It's being used in the UCL. It's an AI technology. It was used in the Women World Cup. The last World Cup in Qatar, it was used. It's used in Bundesliga. Italian Serie A used it. French Ligue 1 used it. Then what is stopping EPL from not using it? Is it what is going on?
Like I said, they should. They therefore should. But even that doesn't like negate what they did yesterday. Like, I don't know what they was looking at. It's great. And these PGM, these guys every time coming up with the excuses at the end of games. Like, you guys made a mistake now. You've cost people points. It's too late now to be saying sorry. Like the thing is done now. All this is. I'm tired of seeing these PGM every time they're coming up with statements. Oh, we missed that. Like, come on, man. You guys do better. You need to do better, man. Well, that's about it. But Liverpool, they're serious because with the 10 men, like with the way they played, like I can see Liverpool. Good. For me, that I would say the main competition for City. I believe more in Liverpool than like Arsenal and stuff like that. And
me too.
The way like the resiliency, this result might even help them as well.
Yeah,
because I'm sure Klopp is definitely gonna use it like. Or you see like the way people are shitting out the refs. So yeah, I'm sure that they'll come back stronger. Yeah,
and now the referee is gonna be even more on scrutiny and timeline. And even I would do him. He's the chief executive. After Mike Riley stepped down, he is the chief executive. He has to find this thing. He has to make it work. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna find a way to talk and have a conversation with the FIFA or UEFA in December, January. They have to bring the semi-automated offside rule back. I don't give an F. It was proposed to you before the season starts. Our web said no. He has to find a way to bring it back. You can't be doing stupid lines. Sometimes the lines is even not even correct. Some of the lines are not even correct for me because guess what, Kenny? The refereeing doing the VR, majority of them are quack. Bring in a foreign referees who knows the book, who knows how to ref. Bring them in. EPL has money. EPL has money. If this is the biggest league in the world, for me, bring the biggest referee, bring the best referee. Bring them in.
Yeah, no, that's what Saudi are doing.
Not to have the best referees.
That's what Saudi are doing. They're buying referee. They're bringing in the best. They're bringing referees from all over the world. Mm-hmm. But as a league, you have that much money. I don't know. Like there should be a school or wherever to like teach referees what to do. Like the referee should not be that bad or missing blatant calls. Like I don't know what's going on with the standard of referee. Like it should be better than that. Well, that's about it, man.
Guled, VAR, Liverpool, man. Guled, semi-automated referee needs to be bring to the EP. He has to be bring. I don't care how long. This stuff needs to be used next season because this controversy will keep happening until this stuff is being rectified. See, you can't be telling team we are sorry. They will get pissed off. Liverpool is pissed off already. They don't want every year we are sorry. They've challenged our web already. We don't care about your stupid sorry anymore. It doesn't cost us anything. Are you gonna give us the point back? No. So why are you telling us sorry? Why are you telling us sorry when you're gonna bring us the point back? It's annoying right now. Very annoying. You're talking about integrity and transparency. And you, the referee, I'm not even doing anything to integrate on Transcript. You are doing bullshit because you have crap referees, quack referees. Who doesn't even know? Even Howard Webb himself is a quack referee. Is he really the best referee to make him chief executive?
Big up Abdullah. Big up Abdul. Big up Kenny.
Big up Bullet, man.
Okay.
What's going on?
Adele. This football is it's just hilarious, man. Everywhere you look is wild. Abdullah, it's pretty obvious, man. It's clean and clear for everybody to see. There is no diversity in English referee. We have had this from the beginning of the Premier League. We've seen big personalities in terms of referees all around the world. A usual example that everybody tends to bring up is Colina, as everybody knows, the Italian guy. Those are the kind of referees that actually care about the integrity of the game. British referees, they have always been questionable for VAR or without VAR. But the thing is, they will diversify the league and let international players to play in the Premier League.
Guess
Make
what,
it the
Gullet?
best.
Michael Oliver is going to Saudi Arabia.
I'm not surprised.
Actually, he's the best referee in EPL. Only him.
Yeah.
For me, he's the best. Now he's going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but Abdullah, don't be surprised.
He's only one.
Don't be
Gullet,
surprised.
Michael Oliver is only the one. It's only English referee that is being. He blows the World Cup. He blows Euro. He blows Champions League. He's only one. Only him. When it comes to referee manager being the best, officiating across the world football, Michael Oliver is only the one. Because he knows the game very well.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing with referees, Abdullah. First of all, they're human. They will always have a mistake in them. Second of all, there is always a natural bias in every referee. The reason why I say that is some referees will favor certain teams because they follow and they have been supporting certain teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like us, the way we are as Chelsea fans. Imagine we became referees. As a referee, when it comes to the integrity of your work and your professionalism, you have to put your bias aside. A case in point, the same issue that happened with our game against Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
When Marco Curella's hair was...
Howard Webb, exactly, telling the whole world, because Antonio Tola is my friend, though, I told him not to go to VAR. Are you kidding me? Excuse me?
It's human bias.
Yeah.
This is why I said the integrity and the professionalism of the job that you're doing only suggests one thing. As soon as you come on that pitch as an official, knowing that you have complete control of all the decisions that are going to happen in those 90 minutes, you have to leave your bias at the door. But they won't do it. There is friendship bias. There is favoritism bias. There's clubs that they support bias. So, of course, the logical thing to do is what UEFA did, which is bring in the right technology that's not going to make any human error. But Howard Webb, let's be completely honest. If the whole world is adopting this new system, right? Why would Howard Webb go against it? The reason why he's going against it is because it's friendship bias. He has a lot of friends that are referees. He doesn't want them to lose their job. Why? Because if this technology comes, guaranteed there's not going to be any use for VAR rooms. Everything's going to be computer generated. There won't be no mistakes, but definitely some referees will lose their job. And because of friendship bias, he thought, let's see this season, let's see what happens. But thank God, one thing that you can never ever go against is human bias. Human bias will always show its true face. The referees, they'll keep making mistakes that will force the English FA to actually adapt the new technology by next season. So for this season, Abdullah, this will not be the last that we saw from errors.
Exactly.
There's
For
going to
me,
be more errors.
they'll try to balance it with each other. Those idiots.
Yeah.
Next
Yes,
week is
and then
Man
there
City.
will be
I will not be surprised if this controversy happen again. I won't be surprised.
Abdullah. Forget even about next week. The issue that's going to make even more controversy is when there's going to be issues like this in a title deciding game.
Yes.
Let's say we get to like the last 2 weeks of the Premier League, and maybe Liverpool is close, maybe 3 points or 4 points behind Man City, as an example. And they're playing a title deciding game. And this kind of nonsense happens. What would you expect? So I'm actually glad that this is happening now to show them that whatever decision they're making and whatever bias they have, it's not working. You have to put the integrity of your profession first. These are clubs.
I'm
These
sorry to
clubs
cut
have
you, but
supporters.
I like what Liverpool says. Liverpool is they're telling them what well, fuck you. We don't care about your transparency and integrity. This is not the fact that I like what I love what Liverpool are doing. Liverpool is telling our web, F you. We don't care about your transparency and integrity. It doesn't give us. Is it going to give us our point back? No.
Yeah,
So
but
F you.
Abdullah.
F you, the chief executive
No.
referee. F you.
No, you're right. But Abdullah, they don't have integrity in the first place. Because if you had an integrity, I don't know if you've seen one of the reports that came out. I don't know if it was a statement. But they said when it was given offside, apparently the referees, the officials that were responsible for the VAR,
They went to
they actually,
UAE. Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, but the ones that were responsible for the VAR was Michael Oliver, right?
Michael Oliver was not there. It was not Oliver. It was
Oh, no, who was it?
Dan England and whatever his name, the other assistant, I've forgotten.
Okay, to be fair to them, the ones that were in the officiating room, they actually told the referee that everything is fine and the check is complete and the goal should stand. But if that is true,
The goal
then
should
why
stand, right?
did the referee? Yeah, that's the statement that came out. But if the goal should stand and the check is complete, then why the hell did the actual referee not turn the decision around? I don't understand. This is what I mean by bias, Abdullah.
If the VR is telling the referee the goal should stand, then what is that? Why is the referee not even awarded the goal? What's going on?
Yeah, because this is what I mean by human bias. There will always be favoritism. There will always be favoritism. There is certain coaches, just like us supporters, that hate certain teams. They might not say anything because they have a job to do. But when they have the decision or the power to actually make a decision that's going to go against the team they actually hate, then they will actually do it. They might control themselves, maybe 100 games, 150 games, but definitely 1 or 2 games they make that mistake. So this is what I mean by like situations like this. It's actually good that it's happening. Because the more this happens, the more it's going to push the FA to actually do something about it. Otherwise,
what are they going to
not going to be the best.
And what are they going to do, Kule? Because for me, this controversy is not the first time this is happening, but this one for me, this is a daylight robbery for me. This is a daylight robbery. This one is even more than the 08, 09, the Chelsea Barcelona one. This is beyond the robbery. This is more than I don't even know how to explain this for me. I know this is a big match between Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool, but to make a stupid error in the whole billions of fans are watching, and you're making this kind of error, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this, man. And in a year with the technology, when you have a lot of money.
it's actually good that these kind of situations are happening because it's showing them over and over again. And we all know that the league is not even halfway yet. So we all know there's going to be more errors coming. This is proving to them, not only to the clubs, to the fans, because you know, at the end of every league, every season, before the beginning of a new season, there's always a meeting between the coaches and the official referees, and they usually sit down. They have a meeting. And they
Sorry to
discuss
call
the
because
new laws.
because I watch US's network in America here. People in America we only that we watch US, and the US people are saying there was a meeting before the season start that majority of the club, they didn't mention the clubs, out of the 20 club, let me say 15 of the club, they were not in support of semi-automated referee, including our Webb, because Webb was like, the semi-automated referee is not ready yet, and it will be ready next season. And I'm like, you can test run this technology. This technology is an AI. This is not a human. This is an AI technology. You can test run this stuff and say, okay, let's test run this stuff. Let's see how it works. Then, if we are not comfortable with it, then we'll stop using it. This is a technology. See, what semi-automated referee is just going to do is pick out offside rules, put a chip in the ball, because the chip is going to work with the automated offside rules. Just put a chip in all the balls. And when you put a chip in all the balls, it works clearly with the semi-automated referee. What VR will do is pick out penalties and pick out red card. Period. Simple. Life easy.
It's true. It's true. But it's actually good.
This is not. This thing is easy. I don't even know how English Premier League are making this complicated. I don't get. Are we going to say arrogance or selfishness?
It's simply that Howard Webb is not the right guy for the job.
He needs to step down.
Because
he needs to step down. He needs to step down.
Because every decision he makes up to life, there is some sort of bias in it. He has a lot of friends. He just retired recently. I'm sure 60 to 70% of the referees are old school referees. They are his friends. They are in his committee. I'm sure these referees, they have like a club they go to, or like a group, like a WhatsApp group where all the friends are together and talking all the time. So of course it's some sort of bias. So it's actually good because this actually will prove to the FA if you're going to pick another CEO or another head of referees in the future, you have to actually make sure you make the right decision. That's going to benefit the Premier League. Don't bring fools or sensitive people to officiate or be the head of referees in these kind of situations. You have to
always talk about we talk about transparency. You know what is annoying me? He's always talking about we're gonna do transparency. We're gonna be doing audio stuff. You're gonna do transparency, and you're not even transparent when it comes to referees. I am confused, entirely confused. You want to talk about transparency and integrity, the integrity of the game? Okay, good. You want to talk about the integrity of the game? Why not use semi-automated referees rules? It was proposed to you by FIFA and UEFA. You neglected it. Why? Giving an excuse that it's not ready yet, it will be ready next season. Can you please do a proper test run? Do a test run. Let's see if truly this is not ready. They did a test run for the VAR. They did a test run for it, and it works. Why not do a test run for the? Why not do a test run for the semi-automated referee? Why not do a test run for it? And let's see with our Hawaii if truly is not ready or not.
Abdullah, the test run could have been the Carabao Cup. The actual test run you're talking about could have been the Carabao Cup, but instead they don't even have VAR in the Carabao Cup.
It's gonna be used in semi-final. Imagine that.
Yeah, but we're supposed to use. If the journey where all the teams used to get to the semi-final or the final, there was a lot of errors. It's like Nicolas Jackson's goal. It should have stood. They could have used the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup as a test run. But the arrogance of Howard Webb and the naivety and the biasness that he has for his colleagues is the reason why this is happening.
If he loses his job, he needs to step down. You know what? You know what? Why I love Liverpool. I even love Klopp about it. Liverpool said, "F you. We don't care about your integrity and the transparency. We don't care because this happens
Yeah, but
every day.
Abdullah,
Whenever things happen, we
there
are
is no.
sorry. Bush is sorry.
You see the English language, Abdullah. People, I know it's an international language, but the English language is the most deceptive language ever.
I know.
It's the most deceiving language in the whole world is the English language. This is why politicians that speak English, they go far in life. Or politicians that rule in English-speaking countries, they go very far in life. You can sell just word salad to people, and people will just take it and run with it. They said integrity and transparency. There hasn't been any integrity nor any transparency. Nothing is clear, and there is nothing being done the right way. So where is the integrity and transparency they're talking about? It's just word salad, Abdullah. You just put it in statements because it looks nice. But for me, as a Premier League fan, we know this is the biggest league in the world. The most money in the world comes to the Premier League.
Then bring the
biggest
biggest
stars come in.
referees. Bring the best referees in the world. Let them officiate. Let them officiate. This thing is not
Yeah,
hard.
but they don't.
See, even in the US network said it, because they called them of the referee, and the referee said, "This is easier. You want to do a test run the semi-automated referee." He said, he's even questioning Awardwell. Why is Awardwell not even having an idea? Okay, you are the chief executive. You make those decisions. Bring in semi-automated referee. Test run it in the EPL. If you cannot do that, all those referees, tell them, if you don't do your job, you're going to get fired. Bring in an international referee who knows the job. And I keep telling people, when it comes to English players and even the referees, they are quack. German players go to school. They understand what is called football. Brazilian players understand football. Spanish players understand football. English players, all they know is run, headless chicken. Nothing. They all just want to run. No brain.
Yeah, but
No
Abdullah,
brain.
for the change to happen, for the change that we want to happen, there have to be issues like this. And not only this, there have to be more issues. Why? Because we know they don't want to lose revenue. Every club doesn't want their supporters to stop coming and watching their games.
They will lose revenue with this bullshit. They will.
Yeah, no, but they will not get away with it this time. Why? Because it's going to start messing up with the money. It's going to start messing up with supporters stopping to come and support their clubs and come to the games.
Because supporters will lose
Because of these
faith in watching
officiating
football.
errors.
They will lose faith in what,
Yes.
because when there's VR that is not being used very well, there's a problem. See, VR is not the problem, it's people officiating at the problem. People using it at the real problem. Bring in foreign referees, bring them in. You have the money. Bring them in. Let them officiate.
This is why what's happening up to life is actually a blessing in disguise. And if you really want things to change, I want more errors and you have to want more errors. Why? Because if you hurt their pocket, that's when they will start changing things. If you're not hurting the FA's pocket and the Premier League's pocket, in terms of if they keep doing errors and the supporters don't come up and the revenues of the club start falling, that's going to start hurting the pocket of the Premier League. That's when they're going to start listening. So for us, if we want change, let Howard Webb keep doing this nonsense until the end of the season. Let's see how much complaints the FA will receive.
They will
from big
receive a
clubs
lot
like-
of they're gonna
Thank
receive
you.
a lot. This is
There's
just the
gonna be
beginning.
like-
A lot.
Exactly.
Now,
gonna be
see,
big
now
falls
you know what's gonna happen? This is gonna cause a fight between the managers and the referees. The manager's gonna get a red card. Players will get a red card. Now there's gonna be a lot of controversy. So much topic centers. Everybody's gonna now. I will blame himself. I'm like, I think I need to do the right thing because it's coming at me giving me bullshit, transparency and integrity. You know what the Liverpool are saying? We don't give an F about your transparency and integrity. Are you gonna give us our point back? No. So why are you spending us English for and give us transparency and integrity? When you know it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's just lies after that. It's just lies. So for us, as the fans that care about football, that want to see a change, long may it continue. Because when the season ends, before the meetings of the referees and the coaches, there have to be new rules set. But before that, I'm sure they will receive big folders in the offices full of complaints from the clubs in the Premier League. And that will show them that they have to make a change. So this had to happen, Abdullah. Think about it this way. If Howard Webb's plan worked and this season went completely fine with no issues or no errors, do you think they will bring it in next season? They won't. You know how arrogant the British are. They
I
won't
know.
do it. So
Well,
it's good for us
the
to
thing
have
is,
this
you know
problem.
what annoys me? Sorry to call it. What annoys me most is when FIFA and UEFA are proposing a semi-automated referee, and you are telling us we're gonna use an extra camera. We don't need semi. That makes you dumb, because you are telling UEFA and FIFA we're gonna use an extra cameras in the pitch, and still you're failing to make the right decision. That makes you dumb.
Yeah.
Because this is
But
an AI technology. See, to draw the lines, human will make mistake because they draw the lines. Technology will give you the exact answer. This is an AI.
yes,
For goodness sake, this is an AI technology being used, and it's used correctly. It's used in all top 5, top 6 in world football except the EPL. La Liga use it, Serie A use it, Bundesliga use it, French Ligue 1 use it, Eredivisie use it, Turkish League use semi-automated referees. Why not Premier League?
it's Howard Webb's decision, Abdullah. It was definitely Howard Webb's decision.
He's the one. He's the chief executive. He's the one.
Yeah, exactly. And not only these errors will make a change and force them to bring in the new technology and use AI, but also in the future when they're going to start picking head of referees, they will have to put them under psychological tests. Because I don't know how they hire this head of referee bullshit. I don't think there's a lot of work that goes into this. I think they just look at the guy who's the most experienced and who retired recently.
Imagine
Howard Webb
Madrid
used to be
coming out and
Howard
telling
Webb
the
used to be a
whole
police
world.
officer.
You know what? Madrid coming out and telling the whole world, I don't want Antonio Tolo to go and check the VAR because he's my friend. Are you kidding me right now? Excuse me, what?
Yes. This is why you need psychological tests for people before you hire them. If you look at the list of people or the list of referees that they had that could have become head of referee after retiring, the reason why they picked Howard Webb is because he used to be a policeman as well.
Mhm.
You know, so the thinking is maybe the most logical one out of the retired referees that we have, and thanks to his experience in the World Cup and so on, and in the Euros and so on. But look at what he's doing. His emotion is getting the best of his logic. Instead of him doing the right thing for the company, which is the FA and the Premier League, he is thinking about his emotional attachment to his friends and them losing their job. You see, so this was good for it. This was good for the Premier League. Let's hope that there's more errors, so there's more complaints. Otherwise, there won't be no changes. I'm sorry.
Abdul, VAR, as Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, and Abdul, should the semi-automated offside rules be introduced? It needs. Is it time for them to be introduced? It's been proposed to Howard Webb. He said no. It will be ready. That's what I will tell the UEFA and FA and the FIFA. We're gonna use it next season. Why not test run it this year and let's see how it's gonna work before officially making it official next season? Test run this stuff. It's a technology. You can test run it before even implementing it next season. You can test run this stuff. This is not human. This is technology. Test run it first. Let's see.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
You can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, because
Yeah, do it.
My phone has been going funny all night, man. So the thing is, we've been a victim of this technology for the past, one season, both last season and this season so far, where it has actually worked against us, or it seems to be perfect sometimes, especially when they want to use it against Chelsea. It seems to be perfect and it worked correctly. So we've been victims of it. So for it working against Tottenham or Liverpool, to be honest with you, I don't really care. I'm not going to cry for Liverpool because nobody was crying for us while we were suffering.
Abdul,
So
you're harsh. But I get you.
whatever, yeah. So I was just laughing my head off, man. Because this has worked against Chelsea so many times. I,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
we had an incident where somebody placed their hand on Kukule's hair and
Yeah, I
pulled
know.
his hair, almost pulled his head off
And the
his
guy said,
body.
he said it tell because it's his friend, it tell him not to go to VR because it's his
Exactly,
friend.
and nothing happened there. So all these things, we saw Jackson scored a second goal in our last game.
Offside when
No
it was not
VAR,
even
no nothing,
offside.
offside, when the guy was not even offside. Even the second yellow card, the two yellow cards, Gusto got, VAR seemed to be perfect then. So we've been. I can't remember. I can't remember all the incidents, but so many incidents, and nobody cared. Nobody showed any concern. It was just VAR, blah 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 blah. So I'm kind of happy now. It's working against them. It's working against their favorite. Well, it's working. Well, it's now working against their their previous favorite son. Now they've got like a new favorite in Tottenham, where everything is honky dory. So it's working against Liverpool, and I don't really care. So whatever, however they want to handle it, let them go handle it. The thing is, I didn't bug really with the last game, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, but do you think the
So,
semi-automated offside rule should be introduced in
oh,
this
the,
season?
the, thing, the thing is, they can't introduce anything new like mid-season. I think maybe due to
It was
legal.
proposed before the season starts. Our web
No, no,
said
I,
no.
I I know, I
No.
understand that, I understand that. But what I'm saying is now, I don't think new things can be introduced now because of legal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anything they're going to introduce, I have a feeling it will have to wait till the beginning of next season.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really cry over that, you know. But it will probably get to a point where people will start getting crazy over this technology, and
They will.
they will have to stop it. Now, when you score a goal, you celebrate, and then you go and wait, and then you decide maybe, and then you're either happy or you're sad, which I find kind of weird. I think they should have just limited it to um, exceptional circumstance, exceptional cases. So, like if the line, if the ball crosses the line to see maybe it's a goal or not, I would have loved it to stop in things like that, not to have it doing like, oh, second yellow card, maybe we cancel, and then the technology
Abdul,
takes
the job of
away.
the problem is, sorry to cut you, the problem is it's not the technology, it's the people of using the technology. VR is not the
Yeah,
problem. It's been used
yeah, yeah,
across the whole entire world. It has been
yeah.
used very correctly. It's the people of this is what I have a problem, Abdul. English referees and players are the same thing. They do not go to school to study football or learn about officiating. That's my problem. The only referee that I said, okay, if you go and referee in Italian, German football, Bundesliga, it will succeed is Michael Oliver. So are you gonna tell me is only Michael Oliver the best referee in the EPL? Because that guy goes to World Cup, he officiates very well. Euro, he officiates very well. Champions League, he does very well. So are you gonna tell me it's gonna be only Michael Oliver gonna be putting in this match? It does not make, because Oliver is only one that understand what is called officiating referees. Is the one. Oliver is the only one. All of them are quack. Even Antonio is bullshit.
Yeah. So the thing is, I was looking at some documents the other day which talked about robots, a very
Mm-hmm.
old document. And when they're talking about robot, they're talking about maybe like machines or software.
AI technology, yes.
Yeah, and I think there's like three rules or four rules when it comes to machines in general. The first one is a machine cannot kill somebody. Okay. The second one is a machine will always have to be activated by a human being. Okay. Then the third one is a machine or will is responsible for its own life, for its own existence. So a machine would not kill itself; it will just transform to something else, and then transform to something else, and then transform to something else, something else. Okay, so when you want to look at where the faults of a machine will be, those are the three areas you consider. I think there's a fourth one, I can't remember. So a critical one, the second one is it's normally going to be triggered by a human being. A machine will not just start by itself. The trigger will have to come from a human being. So the thing is, the trigger of this, okay, the problem with this VAR or whatever will always come in the interaction between a human being and when it's been triggered by a human being. That's where the problem will always come from. So a human being might they will say, okay, let's go and look at it, and somebody else will say, oh, let's not go look at it because he's my friend. So this is where somebody will draw a line. It will not be perfect. Somebody will draw a line from a different angle. So this is the problem with VAR. So you got to minimize that, okay? Because if you don't minimize that, the VAR will suddenly become what they call like a rogue machine, a rogue robot, a rogue software within the system, okay? Where it just become chaotic and it will become erratic and it will be all over the whole place. You can't control it anymore, okay? So that's where the problem is. So we have to reduce the human interference with it and only subject it to where it's essential, critically essential. Okay, because if you don't do that, then it will become a rogue. So that's what happened in the last um in the last game in the Liverpool game. It suddenly VR became a rogue in a way. It became like a rogue software because the interaction, the trigger all became confused, which is the human beings in this instance. And it start calling all kinds of shots. So that's where we have to be careful, so we don't get too much overboarded with this technology kind of thing.
But Abdul,
You know what I mean?
Abdul, what confuses me is in the DNA we are right now in 2023,
Yeah,
EPL is still drawing lines. I am confused, entirely confused.
exactly.
Drawing
Exactly.
lines
So
for offside rules when
yeah,
there's technology.
exactly. So those kind of instance, it should be the technology actually transforming itself to another technology, to another form, to do something else. It shouldn't be a human being that comes inside and say draw a line, and so the whole thing is. But then it involved Tottenham and Liverpool, so I just didn't care really, man. To be honest, I was just sipping my drink and just
Yeah,
chilling.
but Abdul, I understand you not being care, but this is for me. Our web needs to fix this stuff as soon as possible because this is not the first
No,
time this is
but what were they looking at? The thing has been affecting Chelsea since last season.
it's not even Chelsea. You affect all clubs.
He accepted every club, and it seems to always be affecting Chelsea from time to time. So, what are they doing? Like they've
I
had
think
like one summer to
I
look
think
at
the
it.
problem is VR is not the problem. It's the people officiating, and I keep telling people English referees doesn't understand the usage of VAR. For me, they have a problem with the usage of VAR. Maybe they have to go to school differently to understand how to use VAR.
No,
There's a
no, no.
difference between officiating
Abdullah,
match and VAR.
I've just stated it for you in three ways now. Okay, that if you're looking at the software, the first thing you look is like, is it going to kill somebody? Is most software will not kill people. Okay, so that you strike that out. The second one is a human being will always trigger it. So you look at the trigger point where a human being deals with it, interacts with it,
Mhm.
and then thirdly, you look at where it transforms itself. Does it transform itself to something else that you don't like? Okay, so with the case of the VAR, if you look at these three items I noted for you, the problem area will always be where the interaction is between human and the software. Okay, so in that case, that's where the analysis has to come from. You have to be very careful with it. Okay, where we don't overuse it or we don't over interact with it,
Mhm.
where it then becomes a problem. And that is exactly
Yeah,
what we saw
but I do
yesterday. So
because
it's a very simple
a
scenario.
former referee because I was USA yesterday said it. They said it's easier, but EPL our web is complicating things in EPL, and people were like, "Why?" He said the semi-automated referee is for them to detect offside rules. The job of a VR is to take penalties and red card. That's the job of a VR. Okay, this is a penalty. Stop. Let's watch it. This is a red card. Stop. Let's watch it. But the job of a semi-automated rules is to check offside rules. You don't need to draw the lines. The AI already work. It's gonna work with the ball. the ball they use because they're gonna be
Yeah.
keeping the ball. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
AI works with the ball. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the player goes above the line, the automated referee will signal to the ball. It will tell. It will talk to the AI and the ball together. They will speak, which means if the player is above the height is supposed to be,
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah,
offside.
yeah.
Automatically,
Yeah, yeah.
that stuff will speak to the referees to tell the ref this is an offside.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So
You have
that
to
would be
rate it
like
one.
is that not what they used in the World Cup?
Yeah, exactly. They're using the World Cup. They're using the Champions League too.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So they should have used that like this season. So for whatever the reasons they decided not to.
Web said,
And
Web came out and said it in June that the semi-automated referee is not ready yet. It will be ready next season. And the question to people was like, why don't you test run it this year? And let's see if truly this is not ready. And if it's not ready, we are gonna wait till next year. No problem, next season. But at least give it a run. Test run this stuff. Let's all of us see with our eye that okay, this is not ready truly. But you cannot tell me AI technology is not ready.
no. I don't know what he means by he's not ready. So the thing is maybe there are some reasons. Okay, there are some, I don't know, maybe legal reason or
No,
scientific reason
Abdul,
why they
UEFA
cannot.
and FIFA propose semi-automated referees. And our
Listen
web
now,
said
listen
they're gonna
now,
be using
listen
extra camera.
now,
Okay, go ahead.
listen. Our web is not God, so it's not everything that it says. We have to just take like that. What I'm saying is, what we should be asking our web is like, what are the reasons why it's not ready? Because it's obviously been used in the biggest tournament in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and it was used successful. So why is it not ready? So the reasons behind why is what we don't know. So they might be legitimate reasons or they might not be, but there are certainly reasonable reasons behind it's not ready. Okay, so we cannot hold him to that because maybe those reasons are beyond his control. Okay, in that case, he cannot do anything, but he's certainly ready. There's nothing like he's not ready when they've already used it. It's just a ball and the software. So what does it mean by it's not ready? So it's definitely ready, but for whatever reasons, they cannot go ahead with it. We don't know that reasons. Until we know those reasons, we can actually not say, okay, we blame him or not. But to be honest, I don't like this too much interference with the technology. I think there's too much human interaction with it at this stage. If we're going to have referees, let's have referees. If we're not going to have referees, let's not have referees. But let's just have it. We all accept that we should only have it at critical junctions of the game. But it's getting overwhelmed now. I mean, you score a goal, you don't even know maybe to celebrate or not. You have to wait. And I was watching the game this afternoon, and I think was it 2 goals? Yeah. I think in the 2 goals they scored, there had to be some checking or whatever. I mean, that's rubbish. I know they're gonna add the time, but I don't know.
Let me read the chat before I come to KC and the other guys. Ujuru, Tottenham Hotspur, Shabazla is a baller. What a baller. He's a very good player. Spurs spend their reclaim money on referees and VAR. Relax. Best referees is Michael Oliver is going to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Good point, Goulet. Test run into the Carabao Cup. I don't even think they did it though. Gusto and Jones were not red card either. That is subjective though. That's very subjective. Guys, smash the like button. Get that likes up. Casey, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, VAR controversy and semi-automated. I know it's been used in La Liga. Am I wrong? I know
No, it's not. It's not.
Is it used in La Liga or not?
No. Next season.
Oh, it's gonna be next season.
Yeah, it's also very costly, by the way, because I think they use it's. I don't think they're going to use it like even next season because I think they need like 12, 14 LiDAR cameras in the stadium so that they can have
what?
It's a LiDAR camera. It's basically like it tells you like the exact position of the player, literally. And then what they do is like the ball has a sensor in it. As soon as you hit it, it knows where it is, and then they just recreate like a 3D animation of that, like because they know where the like most backward player was, basically like your defender, where he was.
Okay.
And they know the exact position of that because LiDAR is like, I think it's the most accurate cameras there are. and they have the timing also. So it's the best estimate you can get basically for offside.
But it's used in Syria though.
Yeah, they use it in Syria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know
using
it's used in
Syria, but no.
Syria. I know it's used in Bundesliga. I know.
Yeah,
I know it's-
Bundesliga and Syria. Yeah.
Bundesliga
Yeah, but-
Syria used it, and I know the Turkish
Yeah.
league because I watched some Turkish league recently. I know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
used in Turkish league.
Yeah,
It's used in
Yeah,
the,
but-
in the UCL too. Is used.
yeah. In UCL they use it, but I don't think they can use it in the. I think they can just use it for offside. That's it. I don't think it can semi-automated can be used for any other things though.
I think the semi-automated is only used for offside. Though. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's all they can use it. Like you can't. I mean, we don't have the machine learning technology to replace referees with robots. Like it's not even close.
For me, because in the World Cup, the semi-automated was only used for the offside.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best they can do. Yeah.
And the VAR comes in for penalties and red card.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then you need the refs. Yeah. Then you need the refs.
Exactly. So I'm kind of confused because FIFA and UEFA already proposed it to Web, but Web said they're gonna use an extra cameras in the pitch that they'll possibly use the semi-automated referee next year, which is gonna be the new
I think maybe it was like they weren't because stadiums need to be upgraded for that, right? You need extra cameras and all that. So maybe the teams didn't do it this year, and they just said.
Or maybe
just
some of the
wait.
stadium are not upgraded yet.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I guess so.
But this semi-automated is the cap is like AI technology, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so it's AI because it's telling you where the player is, the final player is, and they just use the point cloud for that. The point cloud is basically LiDAR gives you like a point cloud, which is again the most accurate estimation you can get of the player.
This stuff, man, this technology stuff, man, is confusing. It's weird because
it's a bit complicated.
Than drawing the line. That line sometimes some of them is not even correct. Sometimes it's not even correct. Sometimes. But
No, you are correct though, because when the ref is doing that, there could be an error because so you realize that there is a possibility when he draws the line, he might not take the final part of the player, like so the line will be a bit ahead, right?
That's my point. Exactly.
Yeah, so LiDAR reduces that error massively because point cloud is very, very accurate. It's very accurate. Because I mean, Abdullah, I work in like self-driving cars, and like every company uses point clouds basically to look where the other cars are. It's very accurate.
Because
very, very good.
As an engineering tool, I use AI when I do designs. When I do Excel and the blueprint reading, we use AI technology, and it's very accurate. Very accurate without mistake.
Yeah.
If I draw it normally, I make mistake because some of the designs are not kind of wrong when I do the design and everything. So there's always
I think you're a civil engineer, right? You're a civil engineer, right? Civil.
Yeah, I'm studying construction management.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys I think use that LiDAR thing.
We use it. I use it a lot. Yes, because we use AI technology a lot in school. So when I do the design stuff, the technology comes in and do some of the work for me, especially.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just impute my the inches and the weight. It's going to just draw everything for me, and then it's going to tell me which one is wrong and which one is right. It will tell me. The technology will tell me that. It will tell me.
Yeah, so that's what they basically do for the offside, and I think they should start using it from next year, hopefully. But it's very important though, because like people have been crying about offsides for so long, and if they use it, I think like it's good for the referee also, right? Like they won't complain then.
The job of the referee very easy. Exactly. Yeah. And this controversy bullshit is gonna stop.
Yeah.
Guess how do you officiate a match of that big caliber and the referees are failing to draw lines? I'm confused. I am confused.
Yeah.
And EPL is even the most watched league in the world, and you can't even do a proper job.
Yeah, just automate it. Like at least this part you can automate it. So just and referee can just look at it. Like he can just look like if the automation has done the thing correctly or not. Exactly. Like if you're not saying just remove the referee, you can just look at it, and if referee thing it's correct, then just okay, it's offside, onside. Just tell them. That's it.
Simple.
And it's faster also.
Simple. Because I want the UCL is used in all matches in UCL. Semi-automated referee offside rules is there. It's being used there. It's used.
Yeah.
It's used there. When the player is offside, it's gonna tell you automatically it's offside. It will tell you immediately. I don't know what. I don't even understand this EPL stuff, man. So what's your take on the? Because do you see the Liverpool statement? Because PGMO sent a statement to Liverpool, but Liverpool were pissed off and they reacted back to Owaduba and telling him that They don't
Yeah.
even care about his.
Here's the thing. Liverpool have a habit of playing the victims all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This has happened with a lot of clubs. And okay, there was, if you want to be honest, there was one bad decision in the game, which was the goal. Every other decision was correct. Like, and I was hearing like Husam and all those guys.
For me, the issue was not even with the goals; it was with the offside rules.
Yeah, that's one. That was a goal, right? Luis Diaz was a goal. Okay, you're right. That one goal was given as a wrong decision. You can complain about that, but you can't complain about the red cards. Jota was a red card. Jones was a red card. Clear red card, by the way.
Yes,
you don't even have to think about this.
No, the complaint was about the. It was about the goal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, but this is. I don't think it would have changed much in the game. I still think Liverpool would have lost.
You think they will have lost?
Yeah. No, because it's weird. Right? Liverpool are like this. They play better with 10 men though than 11 men. Because they have played with like 10 men. I think in most of their games this season. I think they have like 4 or 5 red cards.
They have 4 red cards already.
Yeah. So
4 red cards, 4 already.
And they have just lost one game. So they play better with 10 men.
Lord have mercy. Have mercy, though. 4 red cards already, not even half of the season. 4 red cards. Imagine entering the half of the season. How many red cards are you gonna
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Because this stuff, man, this stuff has to like with the because he needs to find a way to fix this stuff. Yes, I know, because this is what Abdul was saying that in the first time. There may be a reason why Webb was like, okay, it's not ready yet. It's gonna be ready next season. There must be a reason our Webb third FIFA and UEFA. We're not gonna use it now. We're gonna use it next season. We will use it next season. Because according to the MB, when I was watching USA Network was like they proposed it to him, but Webb came out and said we're gonna start using the semi-automated offside rules at the start of next season. That this season is not ready, and the people were like, you can do a test run, and there were a lot of comment that if you're gonna do a test run with a semi-automated you can't do it in the middle of the season. You have to do it before the season starts. Because
I think what their test run is basically how it does in other leagues. That's why they're so that's their test run. They're just looking at if it works in Serie A or if it works in Bundesliga. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the test run.
Because since you said it's gonna be used next season in La Liga. So it's not ready yet in La Liga. It's gonna be.
Yeah, and I think both EPL and La Liga, are just seeing how it works in Bundesliga and Serie A.
Mm-hmm.
If it works well, I think they will just start applying that.
Because it works well in Bundesliga, it works well in Italian Serie A.
It's looking good. Yeah, in Bundesliga, it's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Germans are always ahead, right? Every time, Germans are always the first.
They're very ahead. You see, German football for me, they go to school to learn football. Those people know football, unlike English league. What did they know? I'm not joking. German football. Look at majority of German players. They understand football. They know how to play the football. When you're talking about game of football, you gotta give it to German football.
Yeah. In Germany, you have to pass an exam actually to become a referee, even a coach. Yeah.
Even a coach, you gotta pass an exam too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a rules for it. There's a rules. But English referee, they will do some dubious stuff to do their referee stuff. You see, also that's what I like what I've just said. I don't blame what Webb do. There must be a reason for him to tell the FA and the FIFA and the UEFA that this stuff is not ready yet. There must be a reason. He might have his own reason. And now this is the problem. You keep firing, suspending referees.
How many people sit in the VAR room?
4.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need 4 people if you have if you bring in automation. That's the reason.
You need how many? Also for the automated, how many people do you need?
Maybe 2. That's it. I think not more than.
So you only need two. Okay, you only need the VAR and the assistant. You don't need 4 people.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 2 people in the room and just.
That's it.
Yeah. Because I think they have 4 people just for the line stuff. That's my guess. I'm just guessing here.
They have one person that what did the VAR. They have an assistant VAR, and they have the 2 people that do the lines, the millimeter of the lines and everything.
So they won't need the line one, right? They won't need the lines then.
So if they're gonna bring a semi-automated offside, they only need 2 guys. So one for the VAR and one for the offside rules.
Yeah. They don't need the lines then. Yeah.
Interesting.
So you see, jobs, it affects jobs, right? You're losing 2 jobs
Because
So there.
as an engineer, because in my own class when we do the design stuff, we basically we use the blueprint, and when we do blueprint, when something is wrong, the professor will tell you this is wrong because some of the width and the length are not correct sometimes.
Yeah.
We use AI will draw it automatically, and AI will tell us this is wrong. It's gonna be pinpointed. You see the machine talking, this is wrong, this is right, you're gonna do this. I'm like, hold on a minute, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Yeah.
The technology will tell you exactly this is accurate and this is wrong. It would, especially me when I do blueprint, it will tell me the width is not correct. It has to be 2, not 4. It has to be 6, not 8. It has to be 10.
Exactly.
It will tell me. I'm like, hold on, but I did this right now in my own way. I may think I did it right, but technology will tell me you did this wrong.
Yeah.
This is wrong. You gotta.
And here's the thing: a lidar camera is better than human eye. So why complicate it? Like a lidar camera will tell you something that the human eye cannot. So that's
it's
that's a good
technology.
thing.
It
Yeah. Just use it. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying that you need to use it to give pens or to give red cards and all that. Just for offside. That's it.
That's what they use it for. They don't use it for anything, just offside.
Yeah.
Even if you watch in the UCL, it does not interfere when it comes to penalty.
Yeah. And by the way, here's the funny thing, right? They can actually use it even for, the offside where if they want to see like if the player is facing, like when you score a goal, but like one of the players are in front of the goalkeeper, right?
Yes.
So they have to make sure that is he blocking the vision of the goalkeeper?
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. They can use it there also. I think they might be using it also. I'm not sure, but like they can use it there also, just to see like okay where the goalkeeper is and where the players. Yeah. They say offside can be solved completely if they want to, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe from next year, hopefully they do it.
Hopefully we'll see what going forward our web is gonna do coming next year, because this it has to be. See, they have to bring it to the EPL, whether they like it or not. Our web needs to swallow his pride and his arrogant. He needs to bring it, whether they like it or not. They have to find a way to bring the semi-automated offside rules. It has to be brought in. So many controversy and so many controversy. The fans will lose the love of football with this controversy. I'm not joking, because in the era of 2023, you are drawing lines. I've never heard it in my life. Drawing lines in the EPL where other clubs are using semi-automated offside rules. I am confused.
And you have the money on that. You have the money to do that. Like other leagues are not even as rich as EPL. Like you guys actually have the money to do that.
Exactly. We have the money. I'm confused. There is money, there's everything. Why drawing lines in 2023? I am confused. We're confused. Blue Eyes, Spurs, Liverpool, give me your take and this VR stuff, man. But this is complicated. Liverpool are having a go at what Webb and they missed stupid decision making with regards to VR, and now they are proposing the semi-automated referee to be brought to the EPL. But our job is insisting it will be brought in next season. But EPL said no, they want it this season. How it's gonna be done, I don't know. But the EPL and the officiating have said they want it this season. But Webb is telling them it's not ready yet. We're gonna start using the semi-automated offside rules as at the start of next season. So do you agree with Webb? And what's your take on the Liverpool Spurs?
I don't know anything about that web. Is it like AI? That web stuff, is it AI? No, eh? Hello? Can you hear me?
Bless, I can hear you. It's used in World Cup and Champions League. It's an AI technology.
Okay. First of all, I'll start with a big up to everyone. I'll start with Tottenham Liverpool. I watched that game. A group of us watched that game. That was a fantastic game, man. Chai! Tottenham just play game of attrition. They just chip away at the edges until Liverpool had nothing else to offer.
9 against 11.
Yeah, exactly. Just right to the... Like, I watched that game beginning to end. There's nothing. No referee. This referee is no. Stop.
But that Diaz goal was a goal. That was not an offside. That was a goal. That was a clean goal.
Which one?
That Luis Diaz goal was a clean goal. That wasn't offside. That was where the controversy came in. The other.
Which controversy? Which controversy?
the VAR controversy about the Luis Diaz offside goals. That was where the problem started from. When Luis Diaz scored after when they go back to 10 men, when Luis Diaz scored, that was where the problem, because
No,
they
but
didn't draw the line.
when did they go to 10? When did they go to 10 men?
First half, after 36 minutes. They went 10 men in 36 minutes. When Curtis Jones get a red card. And after that, I think after 5 seconds after that, Luis Diaz scored and it was offside.
Yeah, well, that was offside though.
No, it was goal. It wasn't offside. It wasn't offside. It wasn't offside. You know that a PGMOL came out and said they made a mistake.
No.
Yeah, plus they've already come out and apologized to Liverpool. They made a mistake. They've come out and apologized already.
Who called and apologized to Liverpool?
PGMOL. They apologized already.
What's PGMO? What does that stand for?
That's the it's like IFAB now.
What's IFAB?
International Football Association of stuff. The hierarchy when it comes to association, when it comes to referees and everything. It's like PGMO, the people that handles roads and everything.
This is not the first time that the stomach is in front now. This is not the first time we've let the front.
They do this every day. Every season they do this.
Hey, listen, no. You're not gonna. You want to use Abdullah. You want to use name and ginger us.
It's not name. It's the same thing. It's let me bring the report. Let me bring the PGMO stuff out. Let me do what
I
they
don't
say.
want to see no name, man. You're using name to ginger people.
I'm not using name to ginger.
As soon as
Please,
you put
people in the
international,
chat, I beg you, tell me because that's my own logical. PGMOL. Maybe you guys need to explain much better to Gablu ISO, because that's my own law. Let me bring it out. PGMOL. For me, that's what I know. Might be different to people, but that's what I know. That's what I know there. That's what I know. So people in the chat, you might correct me. Hey, Blue Eye, this is the AI we're talking about. This is the AI. Hold on. This is the AI we're talking about. This is the AI the Premier League wants. Hold on. This is the AI. Have you seen the AI for the offside rules? So when you're offside, automatically it tells you this is the AI, the semi-automated offside rule that the people are proposing. This is it here. The people want in the APL. It draws the line automatically. You don't need to do it. It does it everything for you. I use it in construction, and when I do blueprints.
So who is offside here and who is not?
The guy in the white is offside. His foot is offside. This guy here is onside. This foot here, because this one is very fast and accurate when it comes to semi-automated offside. It's very accurate. You don't need to start waiting.
Yeah, but just me, I just prefer put red line for the person who is offside. Simple.
Yeah, this one does it also too. It does it also too.
Yeah, well, this the whole thing about I still have to ask. I don't like that. Just put red line. Put red line.
In terms of this, you don't need to ask. He will draw it for, because this one work with the ball. There's a chip in the ball.
Why don't you need to? Okay. I asked you.
Okay, let me explain it. In the World Cup,
yes,
this automated offside rules work with the football. It work with the ball because there's a chip in the ball. So when the player goes above the lines, the chip will ring. It will vibrate. It will communicate with this technology here, and it will communicate instantly with the VAR and tell them there's an offside here. Automatically, you don't even need to draw the lines. He will draw the lines himself, and you will see it clearly on the TV. Offside.
But I still had to ask you, where is X, where is Y? That's my problem. I don't need to ask you, Abdullah. You understand what I mean? I don't know why you need me to explain to you again. Why I have to ask you, where is this, where is that?
Hold on. But I get you, but at least for me, though, we still need to bring it, though. For me, we need to bring it, man.
We need to bring in who?
The semi-automated referees. Offside rules, it needs to be brought in, man.
AI?
Yeah, it needs to. I'm not joking. It needs to. Yes, I'm not joking. It needs to, man. This controversy is
to bring in players. You need players that can play, first of all. Calm down.
We need players that can play, yes, but we also need to bring in AI technology. It needs to be brought in, man. This is the PGMO. This is what they said after the PGMO acknowledged the significant human error occurred during the first half of the Liverpool Tottenham Hotspur. The goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by the on-field team of the match official. This was a clear and obvious factual error, and should have resulted into the goal being awarded to VAR intervention. However, the VAR failed to intervene. PGMOL will conduct a full review into the circumstances which led to the error. PGMO will immediately contact Liverpool at the conclusion of the feature to acknowledge the error, and they've contacted Liverpool already. And Liverpool say, "F you, we don't care."
Exactly. That's okay.
Because Liverpool said this is not the first time this is happening.
Exactly.
You can't be telling us we are sorry. He said the first question Liverpool asked PGMO is, "Are you going to give us our point back?"
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to get our point back.
This one has
story. Long story.
Exactly, the story. If you're not going to give us our point back, don't tell us sorry.
Exactly. We don't want to hear story.
That's what Liverpool said. Don't
take
tell us
your
sorry.
Story and shove it up.
If you're not going to give us our point back, do not tell us sorry. Because the story doesn't worth it for us. It doesn't worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell us sorry. But overall, it was a good match though. It was a good match though. But the controversy was just the offside. Every other stuff they used was correct for me. But it was just that goal that was decided wrongly though.
Which goal?
Mm-hmm. Which goal? The Luis Diaz goal. And Tayo said this is just a preview of what Ojoro will look like in VAR era. Like Tayo, Ojoro in what we do? Because
which one is VAR era? Which one is the VAR era? Which one is that era?
No, Tayo, can you explain? Because we are talking about the technology here. I use technology a lot in Blue when I do construction in school. It's a technology, it's an AI. Let me explain to Blue Eyes. When I draw designs with the width and the length, when I draw it, the professor will tell me this is wrong.
You don't use Manutd anymore.
No, we don't. Relax. Like I use mechanical pencil to draw. So when I draw, when the width is wrong, then my professor will tell me this is wrong, and there's 2 inches or 2 feet wrong in it, so you gotta redraw it again. But when they use AI technology will tell me exactly this is right and this is wrong. The technology will tell me, it will pinpoint it. You are wrong in this aspect, you are right in this aspect, because the AI is an accurate technology which is gonna tell you exactly. It will tell you exactly what is going on. How it's wrong, it will tell you. What exactly goes on, it will tell you. We use it a lot in school. That's why it's being proposed a lot in football. We need to use it because it's an accurate technology that is being used across the whole entire football world. Yes, it's a technology. It's an AI technology. It's used a lot. Bundesliga use it. Serie A use it. Champions League, they use it. World Cup used. It's being used. Turkish League is being used there. It's an AI technology. Like what Casey was saying before you came in. It's a lighter camera where it's being used. There will be a chip in the ball with technology. So if a player goes, like the technology I showed you, if a player goes above the line, the chip will communicate. It will vibrate and communicate with the technology. This ball is an offside. Immediately it will communicate with the VAR error. Oh, something is gonna stop the game. There's an offside here. Automatically, you don't even need to stop the game. You just see the fourth official raise his flag up. Game over. There's an offside. They just continue with the game because the technology is already. Everybody will know because there's a technology there. Because there's a chip in the ball that works with it.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's been used in the World Cup. It's used in the UCL. The Champions League is used. As a technology is being used in Champions League already. It's used already in the UCL. You don't need to start drawing lines. They will draw the lines for you automatically. They will tell you this is an offside. It works with the ball and it works with the VAR. It will communicate with the VAR and tell the VAR, you don't need to stop the game. Let the game flow. We've already done our job already. On-field decision was offside, but was wrong in fact. AI, aka VR, agree with. No, I don't think the problem is the mistake was from the referee though, because VR already said the goal should stand. Because this is where the controversy came in Blue Eyes. The VR accepted the goal should stand, but the referee put the flag up that there was an offside. Okay, if there was an offside, can you draw the lines? They failed to draw the lines. If that was an offside, then draw the lines. Let's everybody say, okay, there's an offside to draw the lines. Why are you not doing the lines? That was where the question came in. Why not doing the lines? And I'm trying to tell
But that
you,
was offside, though. That was offside now.
it was onside. It wasn't offside.
Come on, man.
Blue eyes. I'm not joking. It was
Abdullah.
on. It wasn't offside. It was clear onside. Clear. Even PGMO admitted it. It was onside. It wasn't offside at all. It was clear. It was clear.
Abdullah, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
And are you going to answer?
I will answer you. Talk. Because I want us to end with Chelsea talk, but talk.
No problem. Do you talk to me about Tottenham?
Abdullah, we have this thing. We have game tomorrow.
Yes, we'll talk. We'll
Wow.
add it with Chelsea talk. Don't worry. So,
Abdullah,
my
talk to me about Tottenham. Do you like Tottenham?
for me, Blue Eyes,
Yeah.
that Tottenham thing is like high jump, like you already say.
Based on
The
what?
reason I said high jump is in some of the matches I've watched them play, they look very, very open. And when you are playing the team with a counter-attacking team, they will open you up. I'm willing to see them play against Man City. I want to see them play against Newcastle. I want to see them play against even Chelsea. As much as we are trash going forward, I want to see them play against. So we're gonna play against them in November. I want to see how we do. They will play against Man City. I want to see how they do. They will play against Newcastle, who is very good defensively. I want to see how they do. Because for me, the way they concede goals is unsustainable. You can't be doing that. You'll get beaten. You will get. Tottenham Hotspur doesn't scare me. They're easy for me. They're easy to beat and they're easy to penetrate. Just take out Madison and Ogminson out of the game. You'll beat them. Those two players, take them out. You beat them.
But hold on.
Yes,
hold on. Blue Eyes. This Tottenham team that cannot score a goal against 8 men.
9 men.
No. They got two. Liverpool got 2 red cards now. Abi?
Yes, 2 red cards. That's 9.
So they got reduced to 9 men on the pitch, and then later 8 men. You couldn't score a goal against 8 men. So how would I rate a team like that? That's difficult for me to.
That's a fantastic comment, Abdullah. That's a fantastic comment, and I want to respond to that comment when I'm given the chance.
Go ahead. You can respond.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're
2
gonna say
words.
block defense.
No. This guy. No. All I was gonna say 2 words. Job done. Job done.
What does that mean?
Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and those of you who understand what I mean, sometimes it's just very important to just come in, clean up, and go home and sleep. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Just clean
You are
up.
telling me 8-hour shift, clock in and clock out. And
Just get up.
Guys, are you telling me to clock in and clock out? Clock in 8 hours. When it's after 8 hours, clock out and get the fuck out.
Abdullah, my brother. Abdullah,
Just go and sleep. Don't start overthinking anything.
No, thank
Nice.
you, my brother.
You are ruthless, man. That's a ruthless. I get you.
Blue Eyes. These guys could not score.
No.
To say it could not score is actually making it sound better. They could not create a chance against 8 men on the pitch. They could not create a chance. All they did was shift the ball to the right wing, shift the ball to the left wing, shift the ball to the right wing, shift the ball to the left wing. That's all they were doing.
Yep.
They couldn't create a chance against 8 men. So I kept wondering, like, where is this Tottenham everybody's talking about? Where is this Tottenham everybody's talking about? So what that tells me is, if you're organized,
Yes, you will beat them.
if you're organized, you will actually block them.
Mm-hmm. And you will beat them. You can easily just kill them.
You will stop them, and you can beat them with, if you have good counter attack, you can beat them hands down, even when they are playing at home on their own pitch.
Yes.
No, but I don't know if that's the right way to look at Tottenham, though.
No, I'm not saying that's how, but but what I'm saying is, this is a window, a very critical window to saying fundamentally they are not up there, irrespective of what people have been saying about them. I have not seen anything to fear them. I cannot fear a team that cannot create a chance against 8 men. What do I have to fear?
Right. Listen, when you're like 16th position in the EPL.
What are you trying to say?
Moderator, are you listening to me?
What are you trying to
When you're
insinuate?
16th position in the EPL, you have all the confidence in the world to speak and
What
express.
are you trying to insinuate?
No. Hold on, moderator. I'm talking to the moderator. Please, can I talk to the moderator?
Okay.
When you're 16th position, you can say anything you want in the league.
Okay.
Your 16th position.
Okay.
Abdul, you understand what I mean?
Okay. So bless.
So,
Relax.
so you want me to be shivering against them?
No, I won't even fear them. I fear Liverpool more
I
than
would see any team that this Tottenham beats, right? Is because you want them to beat you. Right? Basically, that's what I'm saying. They can only beat you. This Tottenham can only beat you if you want them to beat you. Because if you cannot create a chance against 8 men, can you imagine Man City playing against 8 men? They will tear you to shreds. They will tear you to pieces. They will score 8 goals against you.
Man
One for
City,
each man of
Man
the.
City lost
they
against
lost against Wolverhampton
Wolves.
Wanderers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
but did they play against 8 men? 8 men
No,
Wolves.
11 men. They put 11 men.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, but Wolves was kind of like the last team in the league.
No, smash and grab. I know the last team in the league, but I get you.
No. But the thing is, even before that game, do you remember Blue Eyes? They
Exactly.
lost
Smash
to.
and grab.
They
Thank
lost.
you. Abdullah. Smash and grab.
No.
Thank you.
Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes. People are not actually looking at what happened. Man City lost 2 games in a row. They lost to
Newcastle and the
Newcastle and
Carabao
lost
Cup.
to
Wolverhampton
Wolves.
Wanderers. Yeah.
So it's not like they are
And they play Arsenal next week. Next week Saturday they play Arsenal.
exactly. So it's not like totally they are most sufficient or they have no handicap.
No,
They
but
have their own handicap.
you cannot judge Man City based on these past 2 games. No.
Well, see, if you don't use these 2 games to judge them, what do you want to use to judge them then?
Remember,
Oh,
let me tell you something. That's why I love the EPL. This is why this is why I'm the EPL merchant. When people like Abdul is saying stuff like this, very, very like I'm like, look at what Abdul is saying. Listen, the way things are stacked up right now, who do you think is going to win the EPL? I just want to ask that question.
Man City for me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they have the know-how and they know how they've been there before. And if Manchester doesn't win it, I would say Liverpool will win it because Liverpool
no,
also
Abdullah,
too early. It's
it's
too
too
early to
early.
say who will
My
win,
favorite
man.
is Man City.
For this season, it's too early.
Too early. My favorite is Man City.
I wouldn't. Well, you can have a favorite. That's okay. But I wouldn't point to one team and say these are the teams who's gonna win. No.
It's too early though. Yeah, but with the way everything is being shaped up, for me, I would say Man City.
No.
I don't trust Arsenal. I don't trust Brighton. I don't trust Aston Villa, and I don't trust Tottenham Hotspur.
No. When I say it's too early, I don't mean you should consider teams like Brighton.
Brighton that lost five, they lost 6-1 to Aston Blue Eyes.
Aye, man,
Blue Eyes. That manager lost 6-1 to Aston Villa. Can you explain that?
You're the one that is always telling me deserve it.
Not me. It's
No, that's
Emil.
MU. That's MU. No, MU, they always cry deserve, man.
It needs to
You
come.
guys are telling me deserve it.
It's
It's Emmy that is always crying deserve it. Like
Right,
it's
they lost
Now
always
you
6-1.
see, look at how everybody is deflecting. You see how people are deflecting.
Blue Eyes, I'm not there. It's Emil. Emil rage about this NBA a lot. He said he
this
won't.
Emmy
As soon as
is
you
the
guys tell me, I'll
guy's
follow. If you tell me nothing, I'll follow.
Emmy is the guy's PR man. He hired Emmy for marketing.
Deserve it. I'm like, who is collecting 6 like this? Early Momo. Early Momo.
Early morning, 6:30. Bless. He might tell me it's 6:30 a.m. and I'm chopping 6. I'm like,
Starting when? Early Momo.
it's here, Una Emery is ruthless, man. Una Emery is ruthless. It's ruthless, man. Imagine chopping 6-1 early morning. That one hard show.
Listen, let me tell you something. On a side note, keep an eye on Douglas Ruiz for the next season. Let him finish this. Let him finish the season with Aston Villa. Then you take him afterwards.
Come on, man.
I like
Blue
him.
Eyes, you always you have an eye for some of these players that play for mid-table teams.
I don't understand Blue Eyes.
What you need to understand is
IQ.
the pressure of playing for big teams is way different when you're playing for mid-table teams where there's no pressure, there's no expectation.
But
You
when
play with
Arsenal
all
go
the
and pick up,
freedom.
when Arsenal go and picking up now, everybody will say,
If Arsenal pick him up,
That's why Arsenal haven't won the league.
Sorry.
That's why they're yet to win the league.
they're picking up a medical player.
This guy is somebody that can come and help us to win the league.
No, it's a lie.
No. We only need game changers from now, man.
It's a lie.
We don't need any mid
They have
players.
too many
Who are our game changers right now?
No, I said we only need game changers right now. We don't need mid-table
Blue Eyes,
numbers.
before we talk about
we
Chelsea, Blue Eyes,
already have numbers.
Blue Eyes, quick question in general. Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen?
None of them, man.
Blue Eyes.
See.
That's a critical question.
Ivan
No,
Toney.
Blue Eyes. Are you listening?
I'm here now.
I'm
here.
See. One of the scenario which Abdullah is also aware of is Saudi is gonna come calling, and from all the speculations we are getting, Saudi is likely to be putting $50 million dollars on the table per annum for this kid. Okay.
For who?
For
50 million
Osimhen.
euro.
More than that.
Dollars. Is it dollars?
50 million. It's most likely they're going to be offering him $50 million per annum. Now, Abdullah is telling me this kid should leave $15 million on the table for something like $15 million per annum just to play for Chelsea. And I'm saying, you can't, that is not right. You can't advise him to do that. You can't wish that upon him. Okay? This is life changing. Okay? This is generational wealth. This is a redistribution of wealth that is going on. And you know what, Blue Eyes? Blue Eyes, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I checked the I think last year or the year before, the annual budget of Edo State. Can you believe that's like a quarter of the annual budget of Edo State?
What is the quarter? What is that?
The budget of Edo State.
Uh-huh.
The annual budget of Edo State, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
50 million is like a quarter of it. Okay. And Abdullah is telling me he should ignore that kind of money and to come to Chelsea and get like maybe 10 or 15 million.
Abdul, can I respond? Can I respond?
There's no explanation to that, man.
Let me
Seriously.
respond. Abdul, let me respond. Good. I like what you say, generational wealth, everything, family, wife, his daughter. Abdul, I get that. I'm not disputing that. After Haaland, Victor Osimhen is one of the most deadly feared number 9. I'm talking about traditional number 9. One of the most deadly feared player. You need to see a caliber player like that in Europe, not in Saudi Arabia, where people will watch it. A lot of people watch it. A player like that needs to play in UCL, needs to play in like either La Liga, Premier League, or he's playing in Syria, but he needs to be playing in the league where everybody, all eyes will be on him. So I can understand generational wealth and everything, but do you expect him to be watching Saudi Arabia 2:00 a.m.? Excuse me, I won't do that.
Let me tell you, Abdullah.
I won't do that, but
okay.
I can understand.
Hold on, I understand. I get you. Did Zlatan not go to the MLS?
He did.
Did he not, after MLS, did he not come back to Europe?
How old was Zlatan when he went to MLS?
No, just answer the question now. Did he not come back to Europe? Okay. When he came back to Europe, did he not win Serie A?
He did. Was it pivotal for them? No, but he did.
Exactly, because he was older. But Osimhen is even younger.
Osimhen is 24.
Exactly. So he has time to go and play everywhere and anywhere he wants.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree. But
Drogba went to, after he left Chelsea, he went to China, he went to Turkey, and then he came back to Chelsea for one more season.
yeah,
Okay. Henry went to MLS
yeah,
and then came back to Arsenal for I think half a season or so.
yeah.
Okay. So these things are possible. He can go there for like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and still come back to Europe. But he will have see this guy's been playing football since he was maybe like 6 years old. Is it not about time you get well rewarded? And you are
But I
saying
feel,
because of what? Because
but
of what?
I
I just
get
don't
you.
see the logic behind it.
Yes, but again, a player like caliber player like Osimhen, where
No, just say you love him at your club.
apart
You are
from love,
desperate. No. Just
Abdul,
say no. Hold on, Abdullah. These things are okay. There's a reason why you're saying what you're saying. Basically, you love Chelsea and you love Osimhen,
yes,
and you've been hoping and wishing for Osimhen, which you really love, to play for the club you really love.
yes,
It's as
I'm not
easy as that.
disputing that.
So it's more or less like what you've envisioned, what you've longed for a long time. It's like a dream of yours. But what I'm trying to tell you is, apart from that dream, it's just a dream. That's all. There's no logic behind it anymore. Why you should pick Chelsea over Saudi Arabia? It's just
Okay,
because it's your dream. That's all, and I understand that.
yes,
You know,
but Abdul, I get you. I get the generational world and everything. I'm not disputing what you say, but I said a caliber player like Osimhen needs to be playing in the UCL, a league where everybody will be, all eyes will be on him. Because you remember something, Osimhen bring fans, he bring people with him whenever he goes to. Yes, if he goes to Saudi Arabia, people will go with him. A lot of people will go with him because he bring people in. But again, he needs to go to a league where when they're talking Ireland, they will talk to Osimhen. When they talk Ireland, they will talk Osimhen. That's what Osimhen is a baggage.
what I'm
It's a
telling you
baggage
is
to watch
what I'm
football.
telling you is like these things have moved. What I'm telling you is it's moved beyond football now. You have to realize that it's moved beyond football. Okay, it's not just within football anymore. What is happening is not just within football. Like, oh, this is football. Okay,
Interesting. Blue eyes. What do you think?
what he will is reward in Saudi Arabia. Okay, in the next 2 3 years, he might never get that reward anymore. It's more or less like what do you call it? What is it? I don't know what they say. Is it what they say? What providence throws up? It's like almost like they say, what it's just like say, like what destiny just throws up. It's just casted by destiny, just thrown up by destiny. Something like that. It's just like providence, something that just comes from nowhere, and it might not happen again. Okay, it's more or less like saying somebody should tell you as an engineer, we're constructing a stadium from scratch, and we want you to head it or be in charge of it or be the project manager.
Oh, then
You
it's
know,
gonna take me 2 years.
it
In 2
no
years
no no.
time.
What I'm saying is like those are the kind of things like providence, like children. It might never happen again.
Yes, yes.
Because most of it they don't just build stadium all the time.
Yep.
And what's the chances if they want to build a stadium, you're going to be the engineer to oversee all the implementation.
I agree. I agree with you.
You get me? So it's more or less like destiny, like it just arises that it might never happen again. You might not get that again for the rest of your life.
I agree.
So that is what is happening now. So it's not just limited to football
I agree.
or
It's
football,
24.
football,
If I just
football.
play 2 seasons or 3 seasons and come back maybe when it's 27.
Exactly, and go and make your name wherever, what kind of name you want to make again.
Interesting. Blue eyes. Do you go with the logic of Abdul? What do you think? Blue eyes. Are you there? Do you go with Abdul's logic? Go to Saudi Arabia, make your money, come back when you're 27, or be like you are still on your pinnacle, keep playing.
Interesting. So go and make who
Abdul
should go
said he should go to Saudi Arabia and make money.
Who
and
should
come
go
back
and
when he's
make money?
27.
Osimhen.
Osimhen.
Mm,
Come back.
mm.
But me, I'm like, I
That's a
kind of
risk.
disapprove
That's
what
a
I'm
risky
saying.
idea. That's a risky
He's
idea.
24. He needs to keep going because a player like him carries baggage around him. Not even Nigeria, especially Nigerian people. Whenever he goes, they go with him. It's like having a soldier around you. Whenever I go, my soldier follow me, my people follow me. So, player like him needs to be playing in a league where all people will be watching. Premier League, where people will be watching. Abdul said you need him to go to Saudi Arabia to make that money. Come back when he's 27 and see ball. So what do you think, Blue Eyes? Do you come with Abdul, or what do you
Right
think?
now, where how much is he at right now?
How much is what?
Osimhen at salary wise?
I think it's 200.
No, 100 now, around 100. We checked it the other day. It's around 100.
I think yeah,
So
100.
it's around like 5 million.
I think it's 100. Yes.
Very modest salary.
His new contract they want to give him, Blue Eyes, is gonna be 250. Napoli are proposing to him.
250 a week.
Yeah. 250.
Yeah. So that would be like
The new
like
contract
10.
is gonna
That would
be
be like
if you sign that
like 10
contract.
million.
If you sign that contract, it's
That'll
gonna be 250.
That would be like 10 million or so. Like 10, 12 million. Yeah.
That's like Christian Pulisic type salary.
Yeah. But if it goes to Saudi, people are saying it's going to be around like $50 million, man.
But he has to cook in England, though. He has to. Before he just. Anyways.
It's a complicated.
I just think he's too
I
young.
get what Abdul is saying.
I just think he's too young to go to Saudi right now.
Does that not mean he's young? Well, you can say that way, but I can say it and say like he's young enough to go to Saudi, make that money, and still come back to the Europe and make and establish his
I
name.
hear you, but at the same time though, this is when you gotta go and take and plant your flag at the top of the mountain in the EPL. Or this is the time.
Yes.
This is the time. Go put up your map, man.
Yeah. Put Nigerian flag always around you. Because with Blaise, Osimhen is like a baggage. Whenever I good people follow him, it's a baggage.
See,
and that baggage
I don't know. Maybe you've been listening to what I've been saying earlier on.
No,
but what I'm saying to you is like this is. I'm not sure maybe I'm using the right word. Like this is more or less like is it providence? Like what providence throws up or something like that. Have you heard that phrase?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So this is almost like destiny. Okay. That Saudi money will not be there forever. It will come and go. You don't know when it's gonna come. You don't know when it's gonna go. Okay. So, but that pinnacle. Hold on. But that pinnacle that you guys are talking about.
Which pinnacle? Which pinnacle?
You guys are saying put the flag on the EPL or whatever.
No.
Okay.
You're not even understanding what we're saying, but go ahead.
No, you guys are saying you needed to put the flag.
For me,
somewhere.
I need him to keep still playing in the league where he's being watched and his name is being serenaded around the world because Osimhen is a player. When you go,
you guys have to hold on, Abdullah. You have to be careful with what we've been programmed, or we have to remove. This is just what we believe. Okay. We have to remove ourselves from what we believe. See, the EPL is like I would say, the EPL, the German league, the Italian league, the Spanish league, it will be there forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay? If you don't go and make your mark there now, another person from your background, according to you guys, will still go there and make their name. Okay? But what I'm trying to say is that Saudi money it could go anytime. Okay? And nobody again without your flag might be able to make that kind of money again ever from league football there. If you know what I'm saying. So this is like beyond. You
No,
have to
but
look at it
don't
beyond
get
football.
no. This is the difference. Yeah. Nowadays, you see that money you're talking about.
Yeah.
People don't get too excited about it anymore. The landscape has changed. You know this, Abdul. I don't even know why you're surprised.
Well,
You see this money you're talking about. That money,
yeah,
people,
yeah.
it has the landscape has changed, bro. It's changed, man.
What do you mean?
It's changed. Everything is now in endorsements. You can the money can be there, but you quadruple it in endorsements if you're the guy. How many what is your social everything is social media for me. Oh. If you have no social media, gra, nothing there happen. I don't care who you are. Ha.
No, these guys have practically said, here's the check.
Of course they give him a
Practically
but if you look at most of the
giving you
people,
the check.
but look
It
at this
doesn't
though.
come easier than that.
Abdul, but look at most of the people that have come to that league right now based on these deals. Very strategic personalities.
What do you mean?
Most of them are coming in and fitting in like a glove. So these guys know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. The ones that are coming in and fitting in like a glove. Choco.
Even in his Osimhen latest statement with the racism stuff we talked, is it yesterday? He even said he appreciated because he put that statement in and he appreciated Napoli's fans and the Nigerian fans. He said, and this is what I was telling them. They said they think that the whole Nigerian world, the fans that are privately messaging him in his DM, sending him a message online, private message on WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram account, and telling him about the Napoli stuff, and he appreciate them. That's what I'm telling Abdul. Osimhen go with the baggage. A lot of people, I understand you talked about Saudi Arabia, but people will keep telling him, Osimhen, you don't go Saudi yet. We want to watch you every day of our life. When you go, we go with you. If you want to go to EPL, let's watch EPL. Because of you, we might become this club fans. We might become a fans of this club. We want to keep watching you. Abdul, Osimhen is 24. This guy is a baggage to Nigeria. So the whole Nigeria is watching Victor Osimhen, and they follow him whenever he goes to. It's a baggage. He is a baggage. It's a baggage. So I can understand the Saudi Arabia money. I get that. But I don't think in his Osimhen mind, does he want to go to Saudi Arabia or does he want to go to a league like a Premier League? You have to think about that also too. Does he what does he want to does he want to go to Saudi Arabia where I have to wake up in my own time here 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to watch the match? And some people's time is different. Or does he want to go to Premier League where it is watched in the whole entire world? EPL is watching the entire world. And with the caliber player like Victor Osimhen and the kind of player he is right now, his baggage, people will follow him. P Square, Olamide, Wizkid, Davido, they will follow Victor Osimhen. They will follow him because those are the people, musician people, artist people will listen to. They will follow him. Those people will follow, and he will listen to those people. He will listen to them because he talks to them a lot almost every time. There is a song Olamide made for him recently about Victor Osimhen. He made a song for him personally. My ball, my scope, Victor Osimhen. He made a private song for him. For you to know they are following him, they are encouraging and advising him. So I understand the Saudi Arabia stuff, but you have to put some.
So sorry, who made a song for him?
Olamide.
Be careful.
Why is Olamide making song for him?
They are very close now. No to me. What is Abdul talking about?
I know.
Answer that question.
Yeah.
Answer that question.
Yeah, but why is he making song for him?
Don't be smart.
Why won't he make some for Victor Osimhen?
Oh, okay. No. Why is he making song for him now?
Don't be smart.
So dollar they talk Abi, and you say you shouldn't go and earn more dollar. You don't know if Osimhen goes to Saudi, all those will be there go this semi-retirement.
Are you listening to Abdullah?
Relax.
Are you joking? Are you joking? The guy will earning almost like what some local government are earning in like 1 year.
Chai, we'll see though. We'll see. But Blue Eyes, quick before we can talk with Chelsea talk. Osimhen or Ivan Toney in January. Apparently, we're looking at both of them, but we'll possibly pick one of them though.
Look, I don't want that Ivan Tony guy, man. To be honest with
I
you,
don't care for either.
I don't know why we need that guy. I know everybody wants him.
I don't want
But
him.
this,
I don't want. I want
exactly.
Osimhen.
This guy asked me the question now. I get it, Abdul. I know you have a lot to say, but let me just answer the question.
You don't want any of them.
I don't want either of them. None. No, sorry.
Chai, why?
Sorry.
We
Because
don't have a prolific number 9 that can score goals for us. You know that.
because we haven't figured out our attacking strategy yet.
I know Blue Eyes will start saying who's going to create low blocks and all these things.
No. But we just don't have an attacking strategy yet. I don't know how we set up to attack. I'm glad, but what really makes me happy is Chukwu is back. I know he's not going to play tomorrow.
But he's gonna. He might be in the squad. We don't know.
But I don't think.
But do you know that one thing Blue Eyes is?
Yeah.
Is people are starting to say. I was listening to one stream earlier on, and people are starting to say, Conor Gallagher is going to start. Conor Gallagher should not start. Enzo should start. So what that tells me is we are starting to get our numbers back. Our team is becoming complete gradually.
What do you mean? How?
Okay.
How?
No. You know our team has been thin before that because of injury.
No, but how does that comment relate to our team being replenished?
Which comment?
You said people are saying Conor Gallagher will start. This person will start.
No. People are having different opinion about who is to start, who is not to start. And I'm saying, as they were making that argument, it was making me feel good because it's making me to realize that our team is getting more and more complete because our boys are now gradually coming back.
Yeah, but those are the
So
same options. Those are the same options we had 3 months ago.
No. Come on now. Did we have that guy, that lefty, this small boy?
Who?
Kopapa.
Kolpama.
Papa.
We didn't have Kolpama now. Chukwemeka is coming back. There's Caicedo, there's Enzo now.
He's back next week.
There's Conor Gallagher, there's Ugochukwu.
I didn't like Papa, man.
Kopapa. So, guys, let's talk with Chelsea talk.
Yes.
No, what I'm trying to relate it to is like as we go along, we'll start knowing our attacking strategy because you are talking about our attacking strategy. I'm just saying as we go along, as the team becomes more and more complete, then we'll start having a more defined attacking strategy and we'll start knowing our attacking strategy gradually. That's what I'm saying.
Remains to be seen, my brother.
We shall see. But Blue Eyes and Abdul.
Yes.
Blue Eyes, tomorrow, how confident are you tomorrow? What's on your mind?
Against Fulham. Listen,
against Fulham.
I tell you one thing. The only way we attack that game is basically defense first. We can't score. They can't score. Safety first, man. People might call it. I hear some people calling it bitchy. That is bitchy. Blah 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 blah. Black sheep. Oh boy. This is the only time, man. You have to avoid bleeding. You have to avoid, man. I really do think that keep it tight, keep the shape of the game, keep the integrity of the game. Don't over concede yourself. Look for your chances and score. Don't go there thinking you're Barcelona. If you do that, you're going to overexpose yourself. This Fulham side is very vulnerable. They haven't really won a bunch of games in a while.
Yes, I know.
You understand, Abdullahi? They
Mm.
don't really have a very good record, home or abroad.
You see, why they talk now?
Go ahead, Abdul.
Blue Eyes.
That's it.
I'm with you, my brother.
Blue Eyes. Why you make that sound now?
No, no, I'm eating. Keep talking, keep talking. I'm eating.
No. What I was about to
He's
say
eating. I think is he
is
eating? Maybe he's eating.
Yeah, I'm eating. I'm eating. That's fine.
what I'm about to say is it's quite funny. Uh, your point of view is close to what I've been saying to Abdullah. I don't know, maybe you're saying it from a philosophical point of view, or you're just saying it, based on this game. And I've said to Abdullah that I hope what we are trying to do is build by going unbeaten, you know, by creating or by having an unbeaten run, because this team we cannot really go on a winning streak. We cannot build this team by consecutive wins. So I hope the philosophy is, build a team by unbeaten runs, where if we don't win, you don't win. And if anybody should win, we are the most likely to win. I hope that's our approach, really. So in that case, for me, anything from a draw, I'm happy with it. But I hope we win, or rather, I hope we take our chances, because practically all the games we've played, we're going to likely create chances. So I hope we take those chances, and we're likely going to be in more possession of the ball. So I hope we make the most of it. But it's a game I'm looking forward to, because we're playing away, and it's a very funny. The atmosphere there is always very funny, and then the pitch is a little bit narrow somehow, but it's an interesting game. I'm looking forward to see, or I'm waiting to see how Poch is actually going to arrange the team in terms of who he's going to pick, especially now that we don't have Jackson and we don't have a right back. So that should give us a bit of insight of how Pochettino is actually building the team. Because I don't know, because some people are saying maybe he will put Gallagher on the right and put Sterling as the striker, and then he will go
Oh,
in the
sorry.
middle.
How many players are we losing for tomorrow's game?
Striker, and right back. We don't have a striker. We don't have a right back. Well, Jackson's not playing, and our
He's
two right
suspended.
backs are not playing.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are saying he might go for Conor Gallagher, so that in the middle he can play Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer. And some people are saying in the middle maybe he will go for Caicedo, Ugochukwu, and Palmer, and put Conor Gallagher on the right, while some are saying he will put Caicedo, Conor Gallagher, and Enzo in the middle. And then he will put Palmer on the right and put Sterling as the striker. So people are coming up with all kinds of permutation. So, but let's wait and see. So that should kind of,
If I
you
were
know,
him, listen, anyways.
and some are saying, oh, he should play Cucurella on the right back. Some are saying, oh, why will he play Cucurella on the right back
Cucurella has to
when?
start.
Sorry.
Cucurella has to start.
No. It's the position people are like having different opinions
Doesn't matter
on.
which
Some believe he should start as the left back. Some are saying he should start as the right back,
That's okay.
like the last game.
Any position you put Cucurella right now is ready.
No. The problem is we don't have right back. We don't have left back now.
There's no problem. He can play either.
I know. So that's where the difference of opinion comes from.
So
Because we don't have because
Yeah, but
we
he
forgot to say
can play either.
Chilwell is out. Chilwell, remember Chilwell is out for 4 weeks.
I know, but Cucurella has made himself he's made himself what you call redundant. He can play on either position. So whether we don't have somebody to play on the left What else does somebody play on the right? Cucurella is there for both positions.
Yeah, but we're talking about tomorrow's game now. So
Yeah, you can play
nobody.
in tomorrow's game. You can play him right. You can play him left.
Yeah. So people, that's one of the things people are waiting to.
I don't think it's going to be surprising if you see Cucurella on the right. No,
No, it's not going to be surprising
it's
because
not.
what that means is
Mm-hmm.
Colwell is above everyone when it comes to left back, and then the Sassis will play with Thiago Silva. But if he plays to the left,
Mm.
then what that means is he's going to play Colwell
Mm.
and Thiago Silva in the middle and play the Sassis on the right. So what that means is he probably prefers Colwell in the middle. Only he's been playing them there at the left fullback as a matter of contingency.
Colwell is a spot up. Anyways, I'm not ready to dissect. I can tell you so much about Colwell that nobody has talked about. But one day when I have time for Colwell, I'll talk about Colwell. But he's young and he's up and coming.
Yeah, I kind of like him. I really liked him since he was in Brighton. The only time I didn't like,
The only thing is he thinks he, which is good though. He thinks he's John Terry.
yeah, the only time I didn't like,
Bro. You're not even Jacobs. You're not even Zuma. Calm down.
yeah. The only time I didn't talk favorably
You might have
about
icon,
him,
but no comment.
the only time I didn't talk favorably about him was when they said he was trying to hold back, saying maybe he wants to go on loan or something, or he wants to go to Liverpool. I'm thinking like, nah, I don't want people who don't want to be here. Man.
Yeah.
So score prediction, Abdul and Blue Eyes before we round up.
For that game,
I think it's going to either be 1-1, something like 1-1.
I guess Aston Villa.
No, Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham.
Fulham, okay, yeah.
I think it's going to be like a 1-1, or probably we'll win by like 2-1 or 1-0. But I don't see.
Blue Eyes, what do you reckon? Score prediction.
I think we're going to beat Fulham. Right now, these people are very vulnerable. I think we're going to beat Fulham.
Blue Eyes, it's not even about, it's about taking our chances. Can we? We will? Are we?
No,
That's a question I don't even have an answer for.
very good question.
Can we take our chances? I don't know. Will we have chances? Of course, we will have chances. Are we gonna take our chances? That's the question mark. That's what Blue I am saying about Osimhen, because when the team is done like this, you put a prolific number 9 there, they will score those goals for you. Jackson is out, he's suspended. Do I trust Boja? Just give me back.
Going to play 9 for us without Jackson.
The problem is he wants to play Raheem Sterling there, but Raheem Sterling is not even clinical. When it comes to central forward, he's not clinical.
What's Raheem Sterling going to do there?
I don't know.
He's going there to dance.
We don't have anybody else now.
Broja,
I mean, the coach said, Poch said, Broja is only available for like that. No, he said Broja is only available for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So he's not going to start him. I'll be shocked if he starts.
Then we can't play with a 9.
Yeah, we're gonna play with the first 9, but no Sterling.
That's why people are saying Sterling.
We cannot play with a 9. We have to play with a false 9. Somebody.
So who will be your first 9? Palmer. Palmer has no meat now.
No, Palmer. Palmer needs to go. They need to send Palmer to Calabar for 6 months. I appreciate his football. Don't get me wrong, but that guy, if you sneeze, he will fall. If you sneeze, he will fall. Like I can't, man. I can't support that. I appreciate his football IQ, though. I don't think there's anybody with that IQ yet in our team. But in terms of, like Abdul said, in terms of just stature, and I don't want it to sound as if you're trying to discriminate. Somebody's trying to discriminate. It's just for that position, you need me to try. Even in the Man City that he left, the person who played that position that was more influential, even Silva As tiny as he was, he had low center of gravity.
No, Silva was strong.
I know exactly.
Sometimes Silva covered the most ground in a game. Silva,
Exactly.
don't look at him that he's small bone.
It's tiny.
Silva
Exactly.
was
Strong.
strong. Strong man. Strong man. Silva will not stop running. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. So again, I don't know, man. Anybody, if you want to like Palmer, I'm a big fan. You guys know, but you can't play that position being Banla, man. You cannot be Banla, man. No way.
No. Palmer still has his baby bones, man. He still carries. Silva that's how he is gonna be like a man. So all his power is contained within that small frame.
Yeah, but Palmer has to show us that he can get bigger. Palmer just looks like that's it, man.
No, I don't think he's gonna get bigger. He's probably gonna get stronger because I think he's only 19 or 20.
No,
He's
the
gonna
guy
grow
just
stronger.
looks like the biggest Palmer is going to be like how Kai Havertz is now.
Would he even be that big? Except if he develops like that. Palmer. The way I look at Palmer is just going to be like Oscar or Mata. That kind of like.
Wow.
He's just gonna he's just gonna be all bones, man.
The guy is complete man.
But he's gonna have some football, man. He that left
No, the
leg
boy
of
can
his,
play.
man.
The boy is a baller, man. He's a baller.
There's some football in that left
I'm
foot of
telling
his,
you.
man. Oh my god.
The problem is, I hope Chelsea has the patience to wait for him to deliver that football.
No. He's gonna deliver. Didn't he deliver the last game? He delivered the last game now. He's gonna deliver, but at the moment, don't expect him to play 50 games for you.
Why not?
That's the difference. That's why he's still
No, but
a boy.
he doesn't have injury record. He's clean.
No, not in terms of injury. I'm talking in terms of strength. He's still not like he doesn't.
No,
He's
but
not.
Palmer is a brain. He's a brain child. He plays with the head, man. He doesn't play with body. He's not
Yeah,
a.
no,
He's not a
no.
great
I'm not.
body guy.
No. I'm not talking about body. No. Like we're saying, Silva is strong. Okay,
Oh, he's very
but the
strong.
thing is
Very
that
strong.
but the thing is all his man strength is within that small frame. Okay, so but Palmer he doesn't have that man strength yet. All that man strength when he gets it, when he develops his man strength, he's still going to be inside that his Banga body. He's not going to grow more than that, but he's going to then become like that Silver that is very strong, that covers a lot of ground. It doesn't mean he's going to grow big. I don't see him. You expect him to be like a Zuma? No, I don't think so.
No, not like a Zuma, but come on, man. No. Zuma is no. I'm not like a Zuma, but even just like what do you want to even call it? Is he gonna be like? Let me see. Is he gonna be like how Kai Havertz is right now at Arsenal? Exactly.
To me, that's if he stops training properly. Honestly, let me look for it all. If you expect him to be like Lewandowski, he's not going to be like Lewandowski. I don't think so.
Because there's a difference. Though. Lewa is for me. It's difficult because Lewan Disney for me. I call it Lewan Disney. Relax.
How can you, a boy that is that skillful? How can you call him Lewandowski? Lewandowski.
Let me land. People that are watching me, I'm not rude on Lewa, but
No. Call me a tall player, a tall lucky player. I'm trying to think about. Okay. Okay. Blue eyes. He's not going to be like a Caro.
Like who? Caro.
I don't think he's going to grow big like a Caro. Kano was exactly like Palmer when he was like under 17 or 16.
Yeah.
You get a point?
Yeah.
But Kano filled up later. But that's very, 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 very later.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like in 10 years, I don't even think in 10 years this
But
power will be like this.
How old is Kopama right now?
20,
20,
like
20,
2021 or so.
20 you just clocked 20.
20 exactly. So I don't think this Kopama is going to be like your Kano. I don't think it's going to fill up to that size.
Kopama is going to be very important for us. So. Aye.
So let me find a player that is tall and that lanky.
The ability to kill the ball under pressure like that is just second to none.
Mm-hmm.
Papa. Papa.
Yeah, even no, I think Zlatan was bigger than that at 21.
But Zlatan is a madman now.
No, I'm talking about Zlatan when he started. Zlatan was not that. I don't think Zlatan was that skinny.
Yeah, but he was a madman too.
Yeah. He's a crazy man. So, but anyway, the guy's got ball, man, and he looks like he can run around a lot. So let's wait and see, man. Hello, Abdullah, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah. I get you, Abdul, but tomorrow's match, I don't care who play. I just want to get 3 points in the bag. That's it.
That's the most important thing.
I swear. I do not care how we play. If it is by fluke, by hook, I do not care.
By fluke.
At this moment right now, I don't even give an F. I always score. I don't even care. I'm not doing the post match celebration and saying, okay, we almost do this. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that.
Oh my
The
God,
real match
that
is
win,
it.
that win has to come, bro. It has to. We need that win. Seriously, man. We need it. The boys need it. The team needs it, man. Everybody at Chelsea needs that win. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. See what goes on, man. Anyway, Abdullah, it's a bit late here. So, hello, Abdullah.
Which interesting. Interesting. So, guys, we can end up from here.
Hello, Abdullah.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's call it today.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Peace out, my people. God bless. Stay safe.
we'll chat.
Possibly tomorrow for the post match.
So close Kenny, close the
Please, my people. Peace.